in the problem. So, but hey, a lot of people, they ain't checking the paper trail. I want to know where the money was given and who did they give it to, and was they even qualified to even handle the issue.
So do you know how many? Do you know? I know you got a large following,
right?
And from my understanding, we're gonna need a petition of 500 or more.
500 or more
for
people.
Him to show up. Yeah.
What you mean? Why we need a petition for the mayor to show up and talk about a community concern? What's happening there? Okay. I'm not participating in it. I ain't begging nobody. They don't do nothing. I don't call them. I do it myself. So I understand what you're saying, but I ain't doing that. I ain't asking nobody for doing nothing. I mean, the people, if you don't answer the people concerns, why I got to put together a petition to get, no.
I absolutely don't want you to, but I wanted to put it on the air because of all these people that came out and voted. So you need to be able to come and you need to be able to speak with us and let us know what's going on.
If I come there and say what I say, they may not show up. You might just be us. It just might be me and y'all.
Oh no, you got a large following. We'll be good.
Okay, let's see what happens. All right, I'm gonna take that as a call to action. Let's see if we can get these people under one roof and see where the money went and see what's going on.
Absolutely, a state of emergency, King, and we gonna get this done.
All right. I'm gonna accept the challenge. I'm gonna accept the challenge. Let me see what happens.
Accept that challenge. All right, I'll talk to you later.
Hey, y'all heard me, Truth Nation. All right, Queen. Look, I'm gonna tell you this. These are legitimate concerns. It's getting toward the end of the year, and people want to know what's happening there. What's going on, DJ Brother Z? We got we got somebody else calling on the line. All right. Well, when we come back, I guess we gonna, see who else on the lines. I guess
she just really wants to know, like when the meeting is gonna be and where it's gonna be.
I don't know. This is all new news to me before the caller called.
So the meeting's hasn't been scheduled yet.
I guess they ain't scheduled no meeting because she gotta wait for Cavalier. She waiting for Cavalier Johnson to She waiting for Cavalier Johnson to respond to her email and ask me would I try to orchestrate some of this when it comes to violence and public safety, because everybody know how I get down, but I don't call them. I don't see the reason to. I don't see what they're gonna do. But I know a lot of money, millions and millions and millions of dollars came in to fight against what we're seeing, and I don't know where the money went. Hey, Archie on the lines. Archie said, Tory, I'm sick and tired of our elders getting put in these homes under people that have no real experience working with people with disabilities or serve mental illness. This is way too many young people opening up group homes and adult homes just for the money. It should be a rule that you cannot open a facility if you don't have show real goals for helping the elderly. Hey, look, I'm going to tell you this. This is why I tell y'all we got to be careful, because they're going to give people who don't know what to do or don't have a track record. They just wrote up a mission statement and they wrote up a budget. You know what I mean? And they wrote their income in there. And then they getting this money, and we wondering why none of this is hitting the streets, or why there's no positive outcomes reported from none of these facilities that's making a dent in what we're seeing out here in these streets. That's why I say we have to start asking for audits. See, we not asking for the right thing. We asking for help. We trying to demand, we sitting out the building with the sign, holding the sign, talking about we need it to be done right. But ain't nobody trying to get no audits on none of these organizations that's getting the taxpayers' dollars, which is public information. Okay? Where the money going? Because we definitely not seeing it in the streets. Understand what I'm saying, Truth Nation? But we got Kenya on the line. Kenya, you on the new 101.7 The Truth.
Hey, Tory Lowe, Tory Lowe.
Hey, how you doing,
Look,
King?
okay, I will admit, I voted for the mayor. And
Okay.
it wasn't because he was an African American. I voted because he said change.
Mm.
But I don't see anything happening. It seems like he's getting worse there.
He ain't got no motion going.
Yeah, I don't see nothing going on. The same reckless driving. Said he's trying to steal people's Hyundais and Kias. You know, people working hard for their automobiles, you know, to pay their bills or whatever for automobiles. Then the more they try to take it, insurance company says your insurance is going to go up. That's what they tell me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what the guy told me, but I've been trying to find something different, a different insurance company, because how you going to tell me my insurance going to continue to go up with the car that's almost paid for?
Did you switch to Geico?
No, I'm going to call him. That's what I'm going to do, Tory Lowe. You know, because it's crazy. Then he tries to tell me that it's in the area where I am. But back to the mayor, you said you're going to do change. I don't see anything happening. These kids still out here at night. Trying to steal people's cars. It's still out. You said it was a curfew. I can't tell.
Hey, look.
Maybe you should run for mayor.
Hey.
Maybe you should run for mayor.
Hey.
I'll be your backup plan campaign. I'm with it.
I'm gonna tell you, if the people, the people, I don't know if the people ready. You know what I mean?
You ready for the people?
Hey, I deal with I deal with the people every day. You know, but what I'm saying is, we got to stop doing the same thing over and over again. Yeah. Hey, look, we gonna make a change, and we gonna make a change no matter. We gonna try to make a difference regardless who around. You know, we can do it.
Let me know when that meeting gonna be, because I want to be there.
I'm gonna try to see. I think I'm gonna try to set this meeting up, and I'm gonna try to see.
When do they have meetings for the mayor?
Hey,
when do they have them?
Let me tell you something. I don't know what's going on.
Town meetings.
I don't know.
Have them?
You got to look on the city website. Hey, you got to look on the city website.
Okay.
I guess you got to look on the city website. I guess it's all listed right there. That ain't even my area. I don't call none of them folks. I don't see what they do. I never have. Out of all the stuff I did in the community, I never called them. I don't even go to their meetings. I don't even see them. So I don't know. Y'all asking me questions like I deal with that. I don't even see that as even a way to even go. I just get out here, we deal with it, and we keep it moving to the next situation. But they got all the money. That's where I say we have to ask for audits, because if they got all the money and things are getting worse, what's happening? That don't make no sense, because we're getting way more money, taxpayers' dollars, in some of these situations, and we have a small population. There's only 250,000 black people, according to a census. You know what I mean? And then we're not even at 600,000 people in the city of Milwaukee on the population sign. So how are you getting millions of dollars for issues and you can't put a dent in that? The math ain't mathing, okay? So that's where I say we have to get the audits and things like that to see who getting the money. And I'm sure when we get the audits to see where the money going, you're going to be surprised who pockets the money went in. Hey, okay. I think that now is the time. You know, now is the time, because we need answers. And I don't believe the answers is going to come out of anybody's mouth. But you know where the answer is going to come from? It's going to come from what's going in somebody's pocket. People driving around in brand new cars. You know what I mean? You know they run. You know they out here in the restaurants. They on vacation. When you look on their page, they on vacation. And then they got the nerve to go around here knowing everything bad in Milwaukee to go out here and give motivational speech. What you speaking motivational about, and everything getting worse where you live, but they out going across the country talking to other people. What you telling these people? How to embezzle the money? Because that's the only thing I can see that would be of any importance that you would be talking about. How to launder the money, how to steal the money. There's people out here crying for help, in desperate need, and there is taxpayers' dollars being assigned. There are mission statements and organizations that's getting the money. getting the income. We got that. But where's the change? Where's the results? I'm interested. Somebody said, they don't even want their real name on here. They AXI40. All right, anyway. Let's be clear. The problems that are going on the north side, politicians can't fix. These are internal problems that came from within people. We have to fix the people. See, and this is where I say that if you got money, if you getting money and funds, I can't accept this this kind of explanation from you. Because you're getting money, and if I look at your mission statement, you saying that you're going to help reduce certain things. You know how they write it up. You know how they write up the goals. If you look at all these organizations, you look at their mission statements, they don't say that, but once they get the money, now they blaming it on the people. Saying they can't fix nothing, the internal problems that came from within the people, we have to fix the people. No. That ain't what the mission. If you would have put this on the mission statement, you wouldn't have got the money. like they gotta put on the mission statement, we gonna reduce violence, we gonna help X, Y, and Z, and they gonna say powerful words to make it seem like they're going to come and make a dent in what's happening. That's how they got the money. How you ran for office? Listen to what they say. Public safety. They talk about the issues of violence, the issues of high crime. They talk about these things on their campaign trail. Because let's say a politician would say what this talk to text said. Let's say a politician would say, let's be clear. The problems going on the north side, the politicians can't fix. These are internal problems that can come from within. People have to fix the people in order to fix the problem. It's going to have to be some hard words. Okay, people walk off. Okay, you said that, but I'm not voting for you. I need somebody that got the right philosophy, because people follow philosophy. People fall in line with the philosophy. How do you think they got social engineering off? Social engineering is a philosophy, and it's out here. That's why we acting the way we acting, because a lot of this, somebody sat back in the room and socially engineered our neighborhoods. So why can't we come up with a plan just like they did and reverse it? You know why we can't do it? Because people want the money. They don't want to put in the real work that it takes to get the results. Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to have a pop culture report, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke. Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, 1017 The Truth will be competing in speed croquet at the Penfield Children's Center Croquet Match. Penfield Children's Center is a local nonprofit organization providing early intervention services and family services for children with developmental delays and disabilities. Come out to support and watch 1017 The Truth beat the 620 WTMJ team on Wednesday, September 27th at Estabrook Park from 4 to 7 p.m. Bucks basketball is back. A new era tips off with Coach Griffin at the helm and your favorite core back on the court. Don't miss a moment of the action, from the electrifying slam dunks to the electrifying victories and the roar of 18,000 fans, all unfolding live at Fiserv Forum. Secure your seats now to be a part of every incredible moment. Visit bucks.com/tickets and join us for an unforgettable season of Bucks basketball. There's a seat waiting for you at Fiserv Forum. Secure yours now at bucks.com/tickets.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Dr. Ken Harris with his truth.
I'm tired. I'm tired of watching this city fall apart and have leaders who will not say why. What is the issue with saying what the issue is? I have 5 things that need to be addressed in the black community to mitigate, to stop crime, period. Hands down, full stop. Number 1, when your kid does something wrong, they need to be held accountable. If it's a smack on the wrist for something they did that was little, that's fine. Otherwise, they need to be held accountable. Number 2, parents, you need to take care of and raise your kids. It is not the job of the police, the fire department, the school, or anybody else to raise the kid that you decided to have. It's on you. For those kids that have now come into adulthood, go to college for at least an associate's degree in a trade. That way you can either start your own business or get a good job. Number 2, when you graduate from high school with at least a 2.5 grade point average or higher. And then finally, probably the number 1 thing that everybody needs to think about, and whether you agree with it or not is irrelevant. It's my truth take. If you disagree, God bless you. But the bottom line is, wait to get married before you have children. Why? Because the responsibility of raising them is on you.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris, weekdays from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.
The Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra pays tribute to American music icon George Gershwin when its pop season opens on October 6th at the Bradley Symphony Center. The orchestra welcomes the return of its long-standing jazz partner, the Marcus Roberts Trio, for these concerts. They'll be joined by award-winning vocalist Tashiana Lady Mae Mayfield for such audience favorites as Wonderful, Fascinating Rhythm, and more. Plus, you'll also hear highlights from Porgy and Bess, and the trio will join the MSO on stage for what promises to be an unforgettable rendition of the Rhapsody in Blue. It's a Gershwin celebration with the Marcus Roberts Trio, October 6th through the 8th at the Bradley Symphony Center. Visit mso.org for tickets or call the box office now at 414-291-7605.
This is your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute.
Justice is about receiving what we deserve. Quote Audre Lorde, who said, "There is no such thing as a single-issue struggle because we do not live single-issue lives." And that said, any freedom, including reproductive freedom, is our human right to decide what is best for our own lives. Reproductive freedom is about having bodily autonomy, which is the same as being able to control what happens to our bodies, including the decision to continue or terminate a pregnancy, rests with the pregnant person at all times and in all circumstances. Because when rights don't apply to all individuals and at all times, they are not rights. They are not rights. And as Black people, our rights are conditional way too often, whether we're talking about during police encounters, quality housing, or, some job opportunity.
This has been your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute on the new 1017 The Truth.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit fighting to save lives, protect our climate, and strengthen our economy through the shift to zero emissions. Visit us at earthjustice.org. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
Join the Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation for Marketplace Wisconsin, the Governor's Conference on Diverse Business Development, December 6th and 7th. Register today at marketplacewisconsin.com.
For general contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, the Truth app at 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, it's time to start jamming with juice. This is the Pop Culture Report with Carrie Noni and Ben Jammin on the Tory Lowe Show. Tap in to see what's trending today on Pop Culture Report.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Pop Culture Report. Brought to you by Benjamin.
It's amazing.
And Carrie Noni. Juice World in the building.
Hey, y'all.
Always keeping it juicy.
What's happening there? Hey.
What's happening?
Hey, what's happening?
You know what, y'all? I really want to talk about this real quick before we hop into the real combo. I ain't gonna lie.
All right, talk about it.
Real quick, y'all. No, it's not nothing crazy, but Usher is about to be the Super Bowl halftime performance, and I am geeked.
Oh, wow.
Up.
You look geeked up.
Y'all know how much I love me some Usher.
You don't love Usher.
I do love Usher. I love Usher. I cannot wait to see. I wish I could go to the game. The Super Bowl is going to be in Las Vegas. And I wish I could go. You know, tickets probably going to be crazy expensive. You plenty thousands of dollars.
You might be able to go. Don't cheat
I
yourself.
mean, of course, I might be able, not my money, I guess I'm saying. I'm not paying for it. So if a miracle happens and something falls into my lap where I get the opportunity to go, that would be a blessing. But, you know, anytime Usher is coming on the scene, I got to be excited for it. So
yeah, are you planning on I guess he got a Vegas stay too.
Yeah. I went there already last year for my
birthday. You went to the Vegas stay?
Yep, last October I went.
Did he get up on you and try to
No,
take you
he
from
did
court?
not. He did not get up on me. He did not at all. No.
Hey.
he didn't try to serenade you?
No, but I wanted him to. I tried to get over there. Remember I told you this story, Ben? I tried to run up on not on the stage, but I tried to get to where he was at serenading the people because he was looking for a girl. He was looking for a girl. I said, ooh. And you know, Corey told me, he said, the equivalence of him serenading you is a man getting a lap dance on stage. By like a Tiana Taylor, Janet Jackson.
No,
is that the same?
It's the same. It's the same.
I said I don't think it's the same. Because he said, ain't no girl finna serenade me. Like, that's not what men want.
Hey, you know what? If I could have been, this always plays in my mind, but if I could have went to the BET Awards in 2005, the Destiny's Child, did they cater to you? I wish I was one of them dudes. Okay?
Yeah.
Like,
you want to be Terrence Howard.
Somebody.
Magic Johnson.
I want to be Magic. He can keep that with him, okay? But I'll be Terrence Howard, all right? Because ultimately, I thought I'd grow up one day, and this is what women was going to be doing each and every day.
Catering to you.
Cater to you, boy.
Yeah. No, that performance was definitely fire. Yeah. So that's the equivalence to you. I don't know. What about you, Tory Lowe?
I don't look at celebrities like that. You know, it's only entertainment. And like I said, yeah, real talk. I mean, I think that a lot of people, they start praising these people and then all of a sudden it gets all out of control. I just see them as great entertainers. It's some entertainers that I feel like I would rather go see, some I don't. Yeah. But at the same time, I wouldn't. I mean, no.
So you wouldn't want to get on the stage?
No.
Okay, so
not at all.
Okay. Janet Jackson comes into 101.7 The Truth, and she
get on the Tory Lowe show.
King Tory Lowe on Instagram. Can I give you a lap dance? You not gonna be excited?
I'm gonna say, Janet, I love everything you doing.
Don't do this, Tory.
I'm telling you, you don't know me then, because I've been like this. You just finding out. Yeah, I've been like this. Every time I had the opportunity to go do something, like I was like, no, I just turned it down because that's just not who I am. I don't see him like that.
I mean, I'm not saying that. Okay, look, because
I'll talk to Janet. We'll have a conversation like we having.
Yeah.
Or like if she want to come and hang out, we can hang out. But like if she called me on the stage to do a lap dance, I'm like, no, I'm gonna let somebody else do it. Somebody that's a fan of that, because I'm gonna be the wrong person to get involved in that.
It's amazing.
Well, I'm taking Tory's side that it's not the same then. Do you think it's the same though?
Well, I think it's equivalent.
Yeah. Do you really think it's equivalent?
I'm talking about to those that in that space, yeah. I mean, I agree.
A man singing to you, he's making you hot and juicy.
No. That is not what it's about, being hot and juicy.
What is it about then?
Magic Mike.
No, ain't no Magic Mike going on. It's just a nice gesture.
Usher is over there going over there Magic Mike and people.
Because people at their weddings,
right.
At their weddings, they'll have somebody come in and serenade their wife or something that they really like. For example, LeBron James and Savannah James, she loves, I think it was Lucky, I don't want to say it's Lucky Day. She loves somebody. It was either Frank Ocean, Lucky Day, Daniel Caesar, one of these R&B style type of artists. No, it wasn't Babyface. And Giveon, I think it was Giveon. Okay. And he brought him to like their anniversary or something, and he had her sing. But
he wasn't all up on her though.
Well, no, but that's what I'm saying.
He was like a mile away, bro.
Usher
he was like way across the room, right?
Usher isn't up on everybody that he serenades.
He picking and choosing the weaklings.
Yeah,
he's not going up to the back. On everybody.
He trying to get up on Gabrielle Union, but Dwayne Wade was like,
No, Usher shut that down. He ain't crazy
right.
now. He said, I'm Mr. Don't Leave Your Girl Around Me. So really, the guy need to be there. Don't leave your girl alone around me.
Right.
Because
for many
reasons.
For many reasons.
Yeah, if she alone is on and popping.
I mean, she might contract something.
Who? Oh, wow.
Hey.
I'm not going into that.
Let it burn.
I'm just saying.
Let it burn. Gotta let it burn.
Hey.
Well, the halftime show should be good for the Super Bowl.
It should.
That'll be pretty amazing. All right. And one thing that I do know that isn't so amazing that I was actually appalled by that I actually saw in these past 48 hours of my life. All right. I was going through my Googles. I was going through my Instagram. All right. And let me know if y'all know anything about this. All right. American rapper Blueface. All right.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah. We're going for the Blueface, baby. Bust down. Hey.
One hit wonder.
One hit wonder. Yeah. Or he got a couple hits on Krishan, though.
Wow.
Beatboxing on her face. Whatever. American rapper Blueface was slammed online after he shared a picture of his and Krishan Rock's baby's genitalia on his social media handle. All right, on September 24th, which was 2 days ago, the 26-year-old personality took his ex handle, Twitter handle, to share a photo of his son, claiming that he has a hernia. He captioned the picture. He released a picture of his son's
with the hernia.
With the hernia on it,
right?
And internet went crazy. Well, what do y'all feel?
He said his account was hacked.
I don't believe it.
I mean,
I don't believe it. Cat. Call it cat.
But what I'm saying is this is so toxic. Many times when I see people who have to share everything about their relationship to be relevant and things like that, because Krishan and Blueface, when was the last time they had a song that anybody liked?
I mean, Krishan just had that one song, "Party all the time." It's a party all the time.
You liked that song?
No, but it's out there.
It moved you.
No,
open up your
actually,
heart.
I heard Maya singing it, and I said, "Girl, what is that?" She said, "That's Krishan's song." But she has that song. She be in the studio. But to your point, yeah, no, they.
Okay, I'm just saying these people ain't known for making good music.
No, not. But they're not known.
These people are known for toxic, relationship ideas.
But that's the goal for them.
That's why they making their money.
Exactly. That is the goal. That's where they make their money. That is what they're trying to do. They put their entire life on Zeus. Now they're putting their entire life on live and on social media and in different posts and things like that.
Are you locked into this drama? Because
no, I want them to stop posting
I think
them.
it's so bad now that the baby is here. The baby is involved now.
I feel so bad for that
and
baby.
now the baby is involved in this world of, now he's got to live for the rest of his life knowing that his daddy posted
his
genitalia on social media.
See, and this is the thing. Like, I don't know. This new generation just lives for the internet. Everything they do needs to be on the internet. I remember being a kid because, I mean, my mom's back there. Shout out to my mom. But, we got family photos that's in a family photo album, where we are naked. All right? We are naked playing in a little tub or something like that, right? But it's not for the whole world to see. Why did Blueface feel like he needed to post his son's genitals just for the world to see? Like, he's not worried about the sexual predators that are out there. People downloading photos, screenshotting the photo of his child. Like, and this it's a sense of neglect to me. I mean, I
hope that baby don't get taken by
CPS,
Child Protective Service.
I think that they will eventually have to step in. The reason why I think he put the picture out there, which I am not condoning at all, I don't think he should have put the picture out there.
Right.
But I think he was trying to show people, like, hey, she's not taking care of this baby because she had an appointment to get it removed or something, and she refuses to go to the appointment to get it. She keeps pushing back the appointment. Yeah. And so he's saying, I have no control over this. She's neglecting the child by not getting this taken care of. So maybe if I post this picture, it'll get people alarmed to the point where they push her to take this baby in to get the care that the baby needs.
Because I don't know why
I think it's the right way. No, I don't think that was the way to go.
Should she have taken the baby to the hospital when she saw signs of a hernia?
Yeah.
Right?
I feel like but also some people online, which everybody's a doctor now, they're saying like, oh, well, sometimes hernias, they go down on their own or they whatever. They don't always need to have surgery to be removed. So maybe that's what she was waiting for, whatever. I honestly, truly don't know why she's pushing the appointment back because it looks like it's bad. I don't know what a bad hernia looks like, but it somewhat of what I saw, it just did not look very good or very healthy for that child.
Yeah.
And I'm just honestly tired. I'm tired of seeing Krishan. I'm tired of seeing the baby. I'm tired of seeing Blueface all up and down my timelines with their toxic mess. And this baby is an innocent person who is now in this situation for the rest of his life.
Right.
And it's just unfortunate that all of this is going down like this in front of our eyes, you know, for us to just see and spectate and make our own views and opinions on it. It's really messed up.
It's trauma. It's like, and you know, a lot of people are just, they're trauma bonding with these people.
Yeah.
Because they can relate. A lot of people live in toxic relationships, and a lot of people don't say it. I mean, on Instagram, everybody living a nice life.
Right.
But if you look at some of the influencers, some of these influencers, they ended up dead. They ended up in bad domestic situations, but you would never think that if you looked at the
highlight reel.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is this is just toxicity on steroids, because now all the people across the world who can relate to this type of going back and forth, especially with the baby daddy and the baby and all this stuff, they're feeding into this toxicity. And every other day we're seeing something on the social media feeds. Now that since she had this baby, it was her and Blueface. Now it's about this baby every day. It just went from them to them with the baby, and it's just sickening to me.
And it was also like, you know, the whole ordeal with Blueface breaking up with Krishan Rock after she got pregnant, ended up getting a new baby mama, a new girlfriend, staying on Krishan
The old baby
Rock.
mama.
Yeah, the old baby mama who looked like she could be Drewski's little sister. Like
I say Stewie's sister.
Stewie's sister, she looked pretty messed up, okay? However, whatever.
Well,
Blueface,
he put her BBL on so
he put the BBL
he
on
put his baby mama BBL on social media.
It said my girl bad, but nah, man, it's just one of these ideas where, like, come on, like, I like how you put it though, Tory, because this really is like an evolution of toxicity, right? Like it's just they were already toxic people from the get go by themselves. They got together probably, you know, because of childhood past trauma. He is an example of her past, what she used to deal with. She's an example of his past, what he used to deal with. They got together, and the worst thing you could have ever done for either one of them was put a camera in front of their face.
Right.
You know, because now, you know, people like his management team and the people at the Zeus Network can exploit them, right? Illegally.
Man, they were not together for no trauma. They was together for the money.
Nah, that's what happens, though. That's what happens. This is trauma bonding. Because, like, okay, Krishan Rock, when you take a look back at her whole past and things that, like how she came with the missing tooth and all these other things, she came from a traumatic background. Like, again, father's home. I don't want to go down her whole resume, but she came from a messed up background. So did Blueface. So when people come from messed up backgrounds, they eventually grow up to actually go find that.
Didn't Blueface?
Are you saying that they found each other for love?
It starts off like that. That's how toxic relationships
No,
start.
yeah, I guess what I'm saying is I don't think that they started off for love. They started off on a TV show. Like, that is how they found each other. He had a house full of women fighting to be with him, and she stood out the most.
She tattooed his face on her neck.
She beat up how many women, and he loved it.
I don't think it was necessarily about the fact that she was beating up other women. I think that he enjoyed
Do you know
the
how
ratings.
trauma bonding works?
I guess what I'm saying is...
Do you know the psychology behind this?
Explain it to me.
Okay, so again, if you grew up in a very bad environment as a child, right? You grew up with, I'm just gonna say, for instance, you're a woman, right? So if you grew up in an environment where you used to see, for instance, even if your father was around, he was beating up your mom or beating up all his girlfriends or whatever, you eventually gonna grow up. Once you become an adult, you're going to go out there and look for that. It won't be your actual father, but it will be somebody who exemplifies your father. And you're gonna look for these traits. That's what I'm saying happened with Blueface and Krishan Rock. They grew up and both looked for traits in these types of people. Have you ever seen Blueface's mom and how she acts and talks?
Yes.
Yeah. Krishan Rock is right there in her bloodline. And they almost actually Blueface's mom said that Krishan Rock actually might be kin to the family. He might have been messing around with his cousin.
Wow.
But then they denied that.
And what this is what I don't understand.
It's trauma bonding.
Why do they find why do they find the most toxic people and give them a show and promote them to our people?
Because it's ratings, it's money. Like,
and it's deeper. It's more.
It's deeper than that, because I'm gonna tell you this: a lot of people, they can normalize this type of behavior too.
I'm saying
if you're showing it every day.
The creators is deeper than that, but the people who are actually choosing to be on that show, they're doing it for the money temporarily.
Yeah, they're thinking sub level, but the
person who actually makes it, like
Piper.
the owner of the Zeus Network, I forgot his name. I think he's black, right? Yeah, I think he's a black man.
Don't blame that on a black man.
No, I definitely 100% think he is a black man, because Batty South is on there too, right? And they were just all on the Breakfast Club talking about Zeus and how they're putting everything together. But what I'm saying, I personally think that the reason why they were together was for the money. And that is exactly what he's trying to get back right now. She says it in her lives all the time. Like, he wants me to put his name back into my stuff so he could get my checks. Like, I'm not letting that happen. So I don't think that they were ever together for the love. Even when he talks about why he was with her from the jump on the Jason Lee podcast, he couldn't even answer it. He was like, oh, she was really great, you know, da-da-da-da. But everyone sees that he literally just saw her and saw dollar signs. It was making them a lot of money.
Hey, look,
it was
we
not
got to run a break. Truth Nation will be back with more Pop Culture Report. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth,
all the way
the Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Here at the new 1017 The Truth, we aim to be a staple in Milwaukee's Black community. We are committed to partnering with local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. We are proud to call Milwaukee our city and promise to be a positive reflection of our community. We look forward to celebrating Black culture and excellence with you every day as we make history and continue to uplift the voices in our city. Join us for the journey at the new 1017 The Truth, founded by American Family Insurance. Milwaukee Black Talk.
Are you or anyone you know looking for a new job opportunity? Attend the City of Milwaukee Job Fair on Thursday, September 28th from noon to 4 p.m. at one of the 3 convenient locations. Location 1 on the north side at New Hope Missionary Baptist Church, located at 2433 West Roosevelt Drive. Location 2 on the south side at Basilica of St. Josephat, located at 2333 South 6th Street. And location 3 on the northwest side at Ross Innovative, located at 7800 West Brown Deer Road. Brought to you by Milwaukee Council President Jose Perez and council members Andrea Pratt and Larissa Taylor. 3 locations, 1 mission, helping you take your next step towards employment. Sponsored by Milwaukee Common Council, Direct Connect Milwaukee, Northwest Side CDC, State Department of Workforce Development, UMOS, Ross Innovative Employment Solutions, Employ Milwaukee, Milwaukee Urban League, Fathers Making Progress, Goodwill Industries of Southeast Wisconsin, Office of Violence Prevention, Maximus, Milwaukee Public Schools, and the City of Milwaukee.
Sharon needed legal help. She needed Gruber Law Offices.
When I think about Gruber Law Office, I think about how they took care of me, how they make sure that you get what you're supposed to get. Gruber Law Office. 1 call, that's all. I will always trust 1 call, that's all.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. 1 call, that's all.
They are the best. I'm very happy.
Hi, I'm John McGivern. If you're looking for a Medicare plan with freedom and flexibility, choose a Network Health Medicare Advantage plan. Plans start as low as $0 a month with $0 doctor visits and $0 prescription drugs, plus vision, hearing, and dental benefits. For 40 years, Network Health has been a trusted expert in making health insurance affordable and understandable. Don't wait. Call 833-7-NETWORK today.
On Diversity and Excellence powered by Erie Insurance, I am so excited to talk about the different ways that Erie Insurance can help with our community growth, can provide job opportunities from Erie Insurance Corporate, or with our local agency force. I'm really excited about the education of generational wealth in our Black and Brown communities and how we are a part of the communities here locally. There's so much more we can be a part of. Listen to me, Fred Johnson, on Diversity and Excellence, powered by Erie Insurance.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Ben Jammin, Carrie Noni. We got a minute left.
Hey, y'all.
No, it's always keeping it juicy.
Always keeping it juicy.
It's I got the juice.
Who got the juice now? Krishan Rock or Blueface?
Neither. They're both losing. They need somebody to fill into their cups because they are lost.
The only person I feel like lost is that baby.
No, they're all lost. All three of them.
All three of them.
All three of them. But how you feeling, Tory Lowe?
Hey, look, I think that pretty soon this child is going to be in the hands of some kind of social services.
Yeah, and I guess that is a bigger conversation that we can't get into today about, Planned Parenthood bringing abortions back.
Oh, wow.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, look, I thank y'all for the Pop Culture Report. Benjamin.
It's amazing.
Carrie Noni Juice.
Keeping
Juice
it
World. All right. When we come back, we got a guest in the building, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Truth Nation, Dr. Ken Harris here, and I'm excited about the Truth partnership with Versity. There is a serious need for blood donations in the Black community, and Versity wants to bring awareness to this because it's their mission to improve patient outcomes, advance the field of personalized medicine, and strengthen the health of communities everywhere. This is why you should tune in every month when a representative from Versity joins the Truth to share about what they're doing to make a difference in our community.
And the pitch. Hit in the air to right and deep. Get up! Get up! Get out of here! Gone! For Garrett Mitchell!
The Hunt for Brew October is presented by Network Health and sponsored by Delta Dental, Town Bank Wintrust, Wisconsin's Bank, and Annex Wealth Management. Bringing all the smoke to you.
I love what you're doing, and this radio station is just like what it's called. It's the truth.
Download the new 1017 The Truth app now. Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 The Truth.
Join Milwaukee Academy of Science at its 8th annual Night with the Novas Gala on Friday, October 20th from 5 to 9 p.m. at Discovery World. Enjoy the silent and live auctions, amazing food, and prizes. This is another event of the fall season. Are you interested in attending this remarkable event? Well, visit their website at MilwaukeeAcademyOfScience.org or contact Uniqua Adams at uadams@mascience.org for tickets. Milwaukee Academy of Science is a Milwaukee charter school that strives for equity, learning, and excellence in STEM education.
Truth Nation, it's your boy Tory Lowe, and I know how much you love listening to me bring all the smoke each and every day from 1 to 4, but now, not only can you hear me bring all the smoke, you can watch me bring all the smoke because the award-winning 1017 The Truth is streaming live. Watch all your favorite shows live.
Yeah, Truth Nation, you heard Tory Lowe, right? We are streaming all of our shows live every day. To watch the best radio station with the best on-air hosts in Milwaukee, you have to go to 1017thetruth.com and click the Watch Live link. From there, you'll be able to stream us on YouTube and Twitter and get an inside look on all the fun, like watching me from noon to 1 as I do my daily fire freestyle live. Now, you know your girl got them bars, right, Benjamin?
Yeah, Mel, you got them bars, and the truth is must-see TV. So make sure y'all tap in to see my boy Tory Lowe and my girl Melanie Ricks to do their thing live every day by streaming 101.7 The Truth on YouTube and Twitter. We live, baby.
When severe weather hits and the power goes out, do you have a plan? For reliable power and peace of mind, propane can do that. It only takes about 10 seconds for a propane-powered generator to restore power to your home. So no matter what Mother Nature has in store, you know you're prepared. Learn more at WIPGA.org. This message is sponsored by your local propane provider and the Wisconsin Propane Education and Research Council.
You are listening to the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations. 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
We need each other.
That's facts.
I need my sisters. I need my brothers out here.
A coward dies 1,000 deaths, and for all the bootlickers, may you die 1,001.
The place for the realest conversations.
Tory Lowe, want all the action? Or you want all the smoke? Oh, I'm with all that smoke too, man.
I didn't see Ron Johnson. He trash. Chisholm is trash. How the hell you here to help us and your kids are dying in the street?
I understand that this is Milwaukee and everyone believes that if someone say something, it's snitching. It's not.
I don't care if it's the past. If you see the pastor ain't acting right, you check that fool. Where's the results?
Talking topics that need to be highlighted and discussed in our communities.
Would you trade places with a black person?
Yeah, sure. No, I would not.
Have you ever said the N-word? Come on, be the truth.
Ready?
We on the truth.
Unfiltered and unfazed. This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth and The Truth app.
The reason I believe that racism is getting worse is because whites know that they will be outnumbered in about 20 to 21 years. They're going to be outnumbered.
Hey, Tory, man. How are you doing, brother? I'm actually from India. We brown people can totally relate with you. Sometimes it's like, did that just happen to me?
We have to not let the government mind efforts either.
That cop ain't never been brought to the public because he ain't normal and he may not even exist no more.
Say no more. Release the video.
You know, you keep on doing what you're doing, man. You're going to take over this talk radio, man. Just keep on focusing on what you're focusing on. I wish you a lot of love.
God bless you, brother.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio in Milwaukee, here is Tory Lowe.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me this Tuesday, September 26, 2023 for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And we got a guest, a familiar guest. He's been on the show. He's been talking about Marketplace Insurance. Kyle Olmstead.
Hey, Tory. How are you doing, man?
CEO, Insurance Services. Now, I wanted you to come back because this is something that's near and dear to me. When we talk about health, when we talk about health services, Obamacare, I guess that's the street name for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll refer to it as Marketplace Insurance, but yes.
Obamacare.
Yep.
And the thing is, when we talk about taking advantage of these services, preventative care for adults, children, and women, we got to have these conversations because I feel like a lot of people, they don't know all the coverage. They don't know all the opportunities that they have. And many times they wait until it's late or they're extremely sick or deep into the issue to go to the hospitals too.
Correct. And thanks for having me on again, Tori. I appreciate that. And we've had a lot of conversations about this over the course of the last couple of months and certainly wanted to come back on and really talk a little bit more about this. But, last time I was here, we talked about unwinding Medicaid, right?
Right.
Everyone going through the redetermination process and making sure that they continued their health insurance coverage, whether it was through Badger Care or whether they needed to go onto the Marketplace Insurance and make sure that they're have the opportunity to continue on with health insurance.
And talk about, because Advocate Liz Brown, she came on and said there was a deadline to get your Badger Care stuff renewed, like you had to go online and things like that. Mm-hmm. We talked about that.
Correct. Yeah, we talked about that, and to revert back, remember during that conversation, Wisconsin did the unwinding of Medicaid a little bit different than some other states in the United States. So each month someone would go through the redetermination of whether or not they were eligible for Badger Care or Medicaid. And if they weren't, they're given an opportunity to get on the Marketplace to continue their health insurance coverage through the Marketplace Insurance. And that's really what we talked about. And I've had callers calling in from The Truth, calling me, asking me, hey, how do I continue to have health insurance, even though I was redetermined to no longer be eligible for Badger Care. So, it kind of leads us to our conversation today, which is really around, hey, what does the Marketplace offer, those who are on Marketplace Insurance? And, if you think back to when President Obama was in office and one of his first actions was really the Affordable Care Act. And the Affordable Care Act is the one that really redefined how preventative care was looked at by insurance companies. And preventative care services are offered in all ACA compliant insurance programs specific to the marketplace and others. But really, what it's really around is just making sure that most health plans cover the set of preventative services like shots, screenings, tests at no cost to their member.
These are free things that can be done.
As long as they're done in an in-network facility based on your insurance plan, they're free.
Do a lot of people know their insurance plan? Is that something that we have to discuss? Because many times it can get wordy, insurance plans,
Insurance is...
How many people read the insurance plan?
Not many. And that's what makes
I don't think I even read my full insurance plan.
Well, we need to talk. But realistically...
I think I read some of it.
Yeah. Most people read like the important stuff in their minds, right? But what they don't understand is there's a lot of benefits inside insurance plans. And again, if we revert back to kind of those marketplace plans that are part of the ACA, we talk about preventative screening, things like blood pressure screening, cholesterol screening, mammograms, pre-diabetes screening. When you go to your primary care doctor for that wellness visit once a year, those are the things that we need to be, talking about and getting those screenings and services, done to make sure that all of the members of those health insurance plans are utilizing those preventative services that were put in by President Obama at that time via the ACA.
But what about coverage for pre-existing conditions? So
one of the big things when the ACA came out was that pre-existing conditions can no longer be a determination of whether or not someone could be insured. So therefore, when we talk about pre-existing conditions, they're accepted in any marketplace plan.
So it was a time where people was like, okay, I got these pre-existing conditions. So when you talk about coverage for that, that means that you can't be denied service. And many times people think that, hey, this might be the case.
Correct.
So why even try?
So I think that's part of spreading the word the right way, right? So, if you go on healthcare.gov, right, and if you look up any of this stuff, and I'm going to quote it off here, but coverage for treatment of all pre-existing conditions begins on the first day of coverage. Marketplace plans can't deny you or charge you more because you have any pre-existing conditions.
They say the price goes up if you got something already wrong with
you. Not when you're in a marketplace plan. All right. So, and that includes mental health and substance abuse disorder conditions as well. So, when you think about health insurance, and if you have marketplace insurance, or if you have maybe, and again, I can't speak upon anyone's else insurance that are beyond that, but really look at those benefits to understand what does it cover, what is the cost to me, and if I utilize those services, what am I doing to prevent further harm? And that's the biggest part of this. And I think this is what you and I have been talking about is, if we go through this process individually and then collectively as a community, if we all do our part, right, we're making ourselves a more healthier community, which then can sustain and improve over the course of the longevity of our community so that we can just be better overall. And that's the word that we're really trying to get out there today.
Truth Nation, we're in the building with Kyle Olmstead, CEO, Insurance Services. There's a lot of talk about birth, abortions, and things like that. But do a lot of people know that there are birth control benefits where you may not have to engage in some of these extreme ideas? I'm just saying. I mean, there's options.
Correct. And under the marketplace insurance plans, there are services for pregnant women or women who become pregnant.
Right.
So birth control. Doctors may prescribe folic acid. There's gestational diabetes screenings that go on. Maternal depression screening. Any urinary tract or other infection screenings that happen during that time are all covered under the preventative care components of a marketplace plan. So again, I go back to the ACA back when President Obama was in office. The big push for utilizing the preventative services to those people who have this type of insurance, marketplace insurance, or ones that are ACA compliant, were the concept behind this was really, how do we have people utilize these services so that they can continue to live a healthy life.
Well, why don't people schedule checkups? I mean, to me, I'm ready to give out some truth swag for people that call in and say that they have scheduled checkups, because a lot of people, they many times don't schedule that yearly appointment or that yearly dentist idea to make sure that they're getting ahead of the curve.
You know, I don't know the answer to that. I think a lot of times life gets in the way of those appointments. And I think, kind of the real talk would be take a second to take a step back to do your part to you individually and those who love you around you to schedule that time with your primary care doc. If you don't have a primary care doc, look to establish one. Some of the advice that we give some of our clients is really take a look at what's important to you when it comes down to your primary care doc.
If y'all schedule y'all checkups and call in and y'all say y'all listen to the show and schedule the checkup, I'm gonna get you some truth swag.
Love that. Do I get some truth swag?
We'll look into it.
Right.
We'll see if we can get you some truth swag on the way out.
All right.
Yeah, because you already got your checkup.
I did.
You got to get your checkup scheduled. All right. But we talk about mental health too. And then lately I've been having mental health conversations and substance abuse conversations. What are some of the coverages available on a marketplace plan or Obamacare or whatever? If they call it Obamacare, which we do. I called it Obamacare. I never heard of marketplace. I guess the marketplace is the standard concept, but we call it Obamacare.
Yep.
What are some of the ideas for mental health and substance abuse?
So depending on, again, what plan you're on, and I'm not going to speak specifically to that, but really what I am going to say is, part of, again, what President Obama at that time was really trying to convey was all parts of healthiness within your life. So mental health awareness, we hear it a lot. So there are benefits to that mental health side of things, as well as substance abuse, to ensure that people have the service to be able to figure out what that plan is in order for them to get the help that they need from a dependency standpoint, et cetera. But really, again, from a holistic perspective, is the total well-being of an individual, whether they had an existing condition prior to having insurance or having insurance right now, continuing on to utilize those benefits to help out those who need that, specific to those mental health and those substance abuse.
Hey, look, we're going to run the break. And when we come back, I want to know, how can people check on their benefits? Is this a phone call or, can you go online? And also, if they don't have access to benefits, how can they get those benefits and not have to come out a lot out of pocket? Hey, look, when we come back, we got Kyle Olmstead in the building, CEO, Insurance Services. We're going to have this conversation about Obamacare. A lot of people be calling in talking about Obamacare, but I think you need to break it down a little bit further because there's a lot more to it. Truth Nation. Say like that right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Coming with straight truth.
Because they're thriving off of the lack of knowledge. But it's a new day. And a lot of y'all don't understand that a lot of things that we understand to be true was socially engineered. Somebody sat back in a room and was like, hey, what if we get them to do this? You know what I mean? And they had a lot of money. All I'm saying is they want us to stay bots.
Catch the Tory Lowe Show every weekday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
This Brewers Top Moment is presented by Network Health.
April 16th, 2023, while leading San Diego by just one run, Milwaukee called on closer Devin Williams to come on in the bottom of the ninth. With 2 outs and facing off with his former teammate Trent Grisham, Williams was looking to help secure a road victory for the Brewers.
Calm and collected, the pitch. And it's a called third strike! Devin Williams!
This Brewers Top Moment is presented by Network Health.
Hi, I'm John McGivern. If you are looking for a Medicare plan with freedom and flexibility, choose a Network Health Medicare Advantage plan. Plans start as low as $0 a month with $0 doctor visits and $0 prescription drugs, plus vision, hearing, and dental benefits. For 40 years, Network Health has been a trusted expert in making health insurance affordable and understandable. Don't wait. Call 833-7-NETWORK today.
Fred, why choose Erie Insurance?
The passion that we put around your personal development and your growth. We pay for you to go to college.
Wait. What?
Yes, we will help pay for you to go to college. So you get your foot in the door with us, we will help advance your career.
Okay.
We will help you get the designations, like I mentioned. It's even easier now. I'm doing it from the outset with our diverse communities to help them get these designations and licenses before you even show up inside the doors of Erie Insurance.
Visit erieinsurance.com for more information.
Hey Brewers fans, our favorite season is here, October baseball. Now's the time to put your wallet in winning mode with Wintrust Community Bank's most popular checking account. Open a Total Access checking account today and score yourself a $300 bonus with qualifying activities. Think about all the extra brats that you'll get. Experience the playoffs and banking as it should be. Visit wintrust.com/Brewers October. Wintrust, Wisconsin's bank. Different approach, better results. Proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Only $100 required to open. No minimum monthly balance or monthly maintenance fees. Member FDIC.
Come join the old school after work set at the Q, 2930 North MLK Drive. Relax and unwind with the sounds of DJ L Boogie every Thursday, 5 to 8 p.m. Buy one drink, you get one free. $1 whole chicken wings or crab it your way every day from 4 to midnight for the very best in eating seafood. Only at the Q. Deliciously prepared snow crab, crawfish, lobster, shrimp with crab it your way in-house sauce like that jerk garlic butter Alfredo. Hot a mile at the Q.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Ready for action, nip it in the bud, we never relaxing.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show, DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. We got a guest in the building, Kyle Olmstead, CEO Insurance Services. If people have insurance through the marketplace, how do they check on their benefits?
Yeah, that's a great question. So in each insurance plan, you have an evidence of coverage or summary of benefits that are a part of your insurance plan. I can tell you this, it's not the most easy thing to read at all times. That's why it's really important to utilize your support if you do have group insurance through your work, or if you're a marketplace, or if you have an agent like myself, to ask those questions specific to what those benefits entail. Every insurance providers is going to probably have some type of different benefits in terms of what is paid, or what is the copay, or what is coinsurance, or what is the deductible, or something like that. But at the end of the day, there are places that you can go within an insurance plan to look for what those benefits are. But every insurance plan is constructed a little bit different. So knowing exactly what your benefits are going to be able to help you reduce maybe some of your out-of-pocket costs, or make sure that you utilize the benefits that are associated to that to your advantage.
Now, how long is it going to take? I done made this checkup appointment, and it's ever since COVID, it's a couple months.
Yeah. So, realistically, if you're looking to establish yourself with a primary care doctor, or you already have a primary care doctor and you're thinking you're going to be able to get your wellness checkup tomorrow, it's probably not going to happen. Realistically, most people are about 2 months out, if not longer, in order to see your primary care
I don't want to turn
doc.
into a skeleton while I'm waiting on my checkup.
That is true, but you can utilize other services as long as they're within your plan, and I would encourage everyone that does have an insurance plan to take a look at that. Through COVID, we've also become a lot more technologically advanced, right? So there are services, as long as your plan has that maybe allows you to do virtual visits, et cetera. But again, check your plan individually, and see if those services are provided to you.
Now, you've been helping out with this.
Yes.
What are some of the things that you're getting when people come to you?
Yeah. So the cool thing is that I have been receiving a lot of calls from the good people of that are listeners of the 1017 The Truth, specific to us being together, Tory. But a lot of questions that are coming through the unwinding of Medicaid are, what do I do if I need to get on the marketplace, or I've already gotten on the marketplace and maybe I didn't pick the right plan.
Right.
Can you help me? And there are certain rules and regulations around, how you can get into a new plan. So the open enrollment for Marketplace is actually coming up November 1st, where you select a different plan and it will be effective as of the first of the year going into 2024. So those of you who are on Marketplace and maybe picked a plan and didn't, give me a call or didn't give an agent a call, and you're looking to say, hey, did I pick the right one, or what else is out there, or maybe I just been diagnosed with a certain condition, what plan is going to be geared towards that, or I just changed from a certain hospital network to a different hospital network. I'd like to make sure that's in network. Can you help me? They could certainly give me a call at 262-393-1012. We can help them out. And for those who are, approaching 65 or at 65 or over the age of 65, if there are questions on that side of things, they can certainly give me a call as well. But, having real conversations with the person that you do trust when it comes down to your health insurance needs are probably going to be the most important step in that process. And obviously I'm here to help out, all of the listeners of 101.7 The Truth. Whether I can help them or not, at least I'll be real with them,
right,
and try to point them in the right direction.
How can they get in contact with you?
So the best way to do it is 262-393-1012. That's my direct line. You can also email me at Kyle, KYLE.S.Olmstead, OLMSTEAD @gmail.com. I do respond to that, but I would say the best way to just give me a call. We set up a little bit of time. There's a little bit of a process that goes into it because there's some regulation that is put upon us by the government. We make everyone kind of sign something in order for us to have the ability to speak. But once we have that done and we get that out of the way, we can really have a real conversation individually with that person about what their best.
And this is real important because many times health is wealth.
I can't.
And we got to understand all the benefits, the things that we can get out of these plans to maximize our lifespans.
For
many
sure.
times. And let's say, I was recently diagnosed with diabetes and I got a question about my insulin and things and the things I would need to take care of myself. Could you help me guide me through these things?
Certainly. And that's, we'll just take the diabetes example. I think it's a great one. We take a look at all the plans and what benefits are a part of those plans to make sure that is the best plan for you moving into the next calendar year. And that goes for those who are, at the age of 65 or older, as well as anyone that would be on Marketplace insurance. Any type of condition like that or any type of surgery that's coming up. Those are the things that we want to know about so that we make sure that we have a plan that's, geared towards you that supports your individual need.
All right, we got to talk to text lines. People saying, can you repeat the information to get in contact with you, Kyle Olmstead? We just want to make sure that we got that connection if people really need to ask questions.
Yeah, absolutely. So Kyle Olmstead, CEO Insurance Services. My phone number, direct line, 262-393-1012, 262-393-1012. Give me a call if you have any questions. My job is to be able to provide a free service to you in order to help you out to make sure that moving forward you have an insurance service and plan that fits your individual needs.
Now, this is one of my last questions. What are some of the biggest problems that you're seeing when it comes to people when they're trying to get their market plans together? What are some of the things that the problems that people may hit to try to get this stuff together?
Yeah, so I'll answer that in two ways because I think there is a problem that we talked about really in the beginning part of the segment, which is really preventative care and not utilizing those benefits until it's too late. That's a problem. Right?
That is a problem.
That puts tremendous strain on that individual as well as their families, both mentally and maybe even financially. I think that's a problem. That's a problem that what we want to address specifically on this radio station to our audience is to utilize that service to make that problem an opportunity to become something that's successful.
Hey, Truth Nation, look, I need y'all to schedule y'all checkups. Hey, look, if you schedule your checkup, you can call 833-212-1017 and we gonna schedule you to get some Truth swag. This is the call to action, Truth Nation. And if you have any questions, call Kyle Olmstead. What is the information again?
Kyle Olmstead, CEO Insurance Services, 262-393-1012, 262-393-1012.
Hey, get that bucket hat.
Yes, sir.
Because, this is something that is close to my heart, because I used to see people in my community, and my granddaddy, he was one of those people that it had to be extremely bad for him to go to the hospital. And one time I had to pick him up. We had to pick him up by the, under the arms and by the feet and carry him out the house and put him in the car to go to the hospital. And I was like, I was young and I was like, what's going on here? But many times we could have been proactive on this, and that's why it's so important for me to have this conversation.
It is. And in that situation, I think there's a lot of hesitancy about, if I take someone or if I go to the hospital, what is this going to cost me? Knowing the benefits that are in your insurance plans will be able to provide you some type of ideas. If that does happen, you do know what happens next. And that's the important part of really understanding your insurance plan, so that you can make better decisions as an individual when it comes down to your health.
Hey, look, Truth Nation, once again, schedule your checkups. I had Elizabeth Brown told me she ain't never talking to nobody. You ain't got a chance with Elizabeth Brown if you ain't had your checkup. I'm just saying, and this is very important when it comes to relationships, to life, to your family, to make sure that you have your things in order physically. This is only a benefit to the person that needs to make sure that they maintain themselves. I do it. I make sure I have my checkups. I'm telling you, I don't like to wait. I don't like to wait a couple months. But I know sometimes that when I get that notification, okay, these are people I got to get in there and get this done. And I feel good afterwards.
Correct.
Hey, I'm going to give you the last words, Kyle.
Yeah. So again, Truth Nation, please listen to Tory on this. If you have questions, feel free to give me a call, 262-393-1012. It is the most important thing that you can control is your ability to keep yourself healthy for yourself,
right,
for your community, for your family. And we just ask in this kind of call to action that, if you take anything out of today, take a look at your insurance plan. Make sure you utilize those preventative services that are part of the ACA. And if you do schedule your wellness visit to give you guys a call, maybe make some.
And get that bucket hat, get that Truth swag, get that Truth T-shirt.
For sure.
Hey, look, you ain't got to spin the wheel.
I love that.
Hey, Kyle Olmstead, I thank you for coming through.
Yep.
And we got to have more conversations like this.
I'll be back.
Because health is wealth. And we do have Obamacare. Some people are on Obamacare. Some people need to learn how to navigate through these things. So that's why they need to give you a call. Say the number again before we go.
Yeah, 262-393-1012. Kyle Olmstead, CEO Insurance Services. Be safe, be well, be healthy.
Right. All right, look, Truth Nation, when we come back, I'm going to open up the lines, make your checkup. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Who makes insurance simple? That's easy. Delta Dental of Wisconsin. So if you ask, what company encourages you to use your benefits for regular preventive care? Or who provides quick service online or by phone? Which insurance offers access to the largest provider networks? Or who helps you save money when you need more than a checkup? The answer's the same. Definitely Delta Dental. For dental and vision insurance made simple, choose Delta Dental of Wisconsin and Delta Vision today.
Adrian was seriously injured when a careless driver merged into her lane.
Gruber was there for everything that I needed. Any questions that I had, Gruber was there. They made me feel like everything about my situation and my accident was very important to them, and that made me feel good. And I would definitely call Gruber again for that.
Serving Wisconsin for over 35 years, Gruber Law Offices, one call, that's all.
They go above and beyond for their clients.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Melanie Ricks with her truth.
What's up, everybody? It's Melanie Ricks from Nothing But the Truth with Melanie Ricks. A thought that I have on my mind today: you have to put out the energy that you want to receive in return. I've noticed recently that I tend to have expectations for others that I don't also have for myself. For example, if I text my friend, I expect them to respond instantly. But if somebody texts me, I'll take my time and respond whenever I'm good and ready to. So why is it that I feel as if others have to get back to me right away if I'm not willing to get back to them? That's just one minor example. But when it comes to work, let's say you're feeling dissatisfied with your job performance, or maybe with the atmosphere, what's going on with work. Perhaps that you're hoping for a promotion of some sort and things just aren't going the way that you want. Okay, so what are you doing to fix that? What are you doing to work your way towards a better work situation? What is the energy that you are putting toward your job, toward your coworkers? Even when it comes to family dynamics and other relationships, or perhaps encounters with strangers. What is the energy that you are giving to the people around you? And what is the energy that you expect in return? I sincerely believe in the law of attraction, and I very much do feel that what you put out is what you will receive. So if you are someone who feels as if you are not getting the best out of things in life, perhaps it's because you are not putting your best foot forward and you are not putting the best energy that you can toward those things. The law of attraction is real, y'all. I'm telling you.
Listen to Nothing But the Truth with Melanie Ricks, weekdays from noon to 1 p.m.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Stein. After a wild finish in Week 3, the Green Bay Packers are now shifting their focus to division rival, the Detroit Lions. Head coach Dan Campbell and his team come into Lambeau Field on Thursday, having won the last 3 matchups between the two teams. Head coach Matt LaFleur, he knows the test for his young team will be a tough one under the bright lights.
I just think you see a tough, gritty group. They're an effort-based team, and you can see it all over the tape. No matter what phase you put on, they're going to give you everything they got. And they're a team that they're never out of the fight. You know you're going to battle a full 60 minutes.
Over to baseball, where the Milwaukee Brewers are back in action tonight and looking to clinch their second division title in 3 seasons. Brewers Cardinals tonight from American Family Field. Adrian Hauser on the mound as coverage will begin over on WTMJ beginning at 6 p.m. This sports update is brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Trap House Mob.
Roll another one.
Sit up, never like you know it's special packet with the automatics. We gon' set them to heaven. Wait. Hey. Woo! You feeling sturdy, Shake it. She like the way that I dance. She like the way that I move. She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I woo. And she let it clap for. And she throw it back for. Yeah, she throw it back for. Like a Mary.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. There's news. Milwaukee homeless youth get a $3 million grant that carries unique stipulations. Milwaukee received a federal grant to help young people experiencing homelessness. The $3 million comes with a unique stipulation to tackle the issue. Let's listen to what's going on with this $3 million grant.
1,000 young people experience homelessness.
Who better to know how to tackle the problem than those who have lived with it? Madeline O'Neill explains how a $3 million federal grant is making that possible.
I remember a young person saying to me, like, how can I be homeless when I'm a kid?
Now, some who have been in similar positions are asking, how can we help change things for others?
They're really excited to end this cycle.
Deshaunda Clark is with Pathfinders, which serves vulnerable children and young adults ages 11 to 25. Earlier this week, the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development dropped off a big check.
This is a really big deal.
HUD selected the city of Milwaukee to get more than $3 million to fight youth homelessness. The stipulation? Young people who have been homeless lead the way.
They're sick and tired of seeing their peers and their family members in really challenging and vulnerable situations.
It's going to be something that we've never seen before in Milwaukee.
Audra O'Connell is executive director of Walker's Point Youth and Family Center, which also offers services to at-risk young people.
This grant is all about innovation, and it's all about taking the youth voice and making it the center of our planning and our programming.
She says she hopes by focusing efforts specifically on younger people, it can help end the cycle of homelessness.
I am thrilled, I'm excited, but I'm also, I want to jump in my DeLorean and go 20 years in the future and see how this impacts, our 18-year-olds. So as they turn, 30 and 40 and 50.
Well, Clark says $3 million is only the beginning.
Because we're talking about generations of families that have experienced homelessness and home instability.
It's a step in the right direction.
I'm really excited and proud of my city right now.
Pathfinder says the next step in this process is figuring out how to allocate these funds, with youth taking the lead. In Milwaukee, Madeline O'Neill, Fox 6 News. Hey,
look, okay, so they got this $3 million coming in, but the youth got to come up with the plan. And, I'll say this, we talk about people being homeless all the time. We talk about mothers with children being homeless. We talk about a lot of different versions of homelessness. But if they're giving money for child homelessness, I would love to get y'all reaction. Somebody said a bunch of BS. How about paying some rent for them ASAP? Brian on the Talk to Text lines. All I'm saying is I would love to get y'all reaction on this. Is this the way to end homelessness, to allow the youth to come up with the plan? Now, I'll tell you this. When I look at homelessness in the city, I see a lot of people that when their child turned 18, they put their child out. And many times the child is not even properly prepared to tackle life. There was a recent audio of a teacher that was talking about the school system and how it's set up to where they keep moving the kids forward without them being able to read, basically, or be on then they in 7th grade, but they reading on the 4th grade level. And so when you talk about child homelessness, are these kids capable of putting together a plan? I'm just saying. Or are they going to use these kids as a face to perpetuate the dollars to keep coming in? Because I'm going to be honest, it's some adults that don't know how to handle homelessness. And the thing that you can do for the youth is to make sure that their parents who are homeless. So I'm going to try to make this make sense. If the youth is homeless, what if the parent is homeless? Okay. So I'm just trying to figure this out. How does this work? And if you give the youth money and they get a place, what if their parent got to come live with them because it's generational curses? The parent was homeless, now the child is homeless. So will all the burden go on the child once they get the services to house the family? Hey, 833-212-1017. I would love to know your reaction. Somebody said they said Walker's Point. How does that help Milwaukee kids? Is it for Milwaukee or Wisconsin State? Hey, $3 million. Look, and they want kids to put the program together. Okay, so are these kids? Hey, 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. And salute the Pathfinders for they give out assistance to younger 20-year-olds, I think, up to 26, like from 18 to 26 or something, the services that they have. Somebody said, ain't no homeless youth in Walker's Point. That's what somebody said. Hey, we're going to take a call. White Widow, you on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Oh, yeah, this is bogus once again. I don't get it. Why we got these middle people with their fingers in the pot. Same thing with this home health care facility. Trust me, you know me, and you know how hard I work with Smiley.
Right.
It took me 6 months to get him in a facility. $800 a month, no mailbox, no stove, smells like cat urine.
Oh, wow.
Milwaukee County is oh yeah, and the security guy there, oh yeah, he's got a 9mm under his jacket, a 440 showing. He's back crap crazy, drunk all the time.
What?
$5,000 behind in rent, and the cops and the owner of the building
guard
live in. Oh yeah, the Sussex. The owners of that building, Tory, live in Sussex.
Oh wow.
The middleman who are putting our people in these facilities, you go down to the welfare building, then they off you to the corporations. I care, community care. Before that person gets a dime, a caseworker, a manager, a supervisor, 5 people dip into that money. And I work with Smiley. I did through community care and eye care. It took me 7 months. None of these people were of color. They were all white. So these corporations that Milwaukee is offering our people to are literally white. There is absolutely, you check the demographics.
Oh wow.
And these people are treated, and they are. And I'll give you 11 business cards, and none of them were people of color. They were all white women. Community care and eye care. I've met with all of them, one-on-one. Mobile health crisis. Shannon and the other broad, white and dusty. Nothing professional about them, and they have. So really, the demographics is that. Yeah, the demographics, and right, it took me, and now Smiley's missing, Tory.
What you mean Smiley missing? Wait a minute. You did all that work. You did all that work for Smiley, and he didn't ran away?
No, it wasn't Smiley. You don't know what these people did to Smiley and I in between him. I had adult protective services at my door with a business card. He had to run away before he lost his job.
Oh.
The payee hasn't dropped a dime on the guy other than pay the rent to these scoundrels who live in Sussex. They don't care. They're in Sussex. Do you think they care that they got that security guy walking around? I called the cops. I said, hey, man, you got this guy here.
That sound like...
He's a felon. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's killing me. I got to go find him. I got to put up posters. I got to go find... I don't know. They drop him off at the house again.
Is he still showing up to work?
No, he can't work. He can't read. He can't write. You know, Smiley.
Wow.
You know my Smiley. They just. I can't talk about it. I got to get on the streets tomorrow. I got to put up posters. I'm gonna find Smiley. I'm gonna find him. But trust me, they're selling the people. They're selling them to a bunch of scoundrels. And that you think that house over there with that kid getting dumped? You think that's out of the normal? That's the normal. That's what they're doing. They're selling the people.
Oh wow.
To these corporations, and they're not, and our people are not getting the service. Community care, eye care, first family, whatever it is, they're corporations.
Well,
and all they're doing is snagging our Milwaukee County money, federal tax money, Medicare money, and it's nothing.
Well,
why do you need 5-6 people? Why do you need 5-6 people who don't even look at him, don't even see him, don't even touch him, dipping? So don't tell me about $3 million going to somebody. Get those buildings on Belief. Get them on North Avenue, the ones that are abandoned. Get eminent domain. Take them over. And get affordable housing for our people. I don't want to hear from the city of Milwaukee. Scoundrels, dogs, POSs. I got to go. I got to go find Smiley.
Hey,
I got to find Smiley.
Make a police report to find Smiley.
I'm doing that tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm doing that tomorrow. I'm going to post a... We're looking for him, but I got some people out there looking for him. Okay. He's lost. I don't know if these people put him in the wrong direction. Take care.
All right, White Widow. Wow. Smiley came out to the cleanup. Okay, well, White Widow, let us know. File a police report, a missing report. Truth Nation, we're going to come back with more conversations. We got Ope on the lines. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Here at the new 1017 The Truth, we aim to be a staple in Milwaukee's Black community. We are committed to partnering with local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. We are proud to call Milwaukee our city and promise to be a positive reflection of our community. We look forward to celebrating Black culture and excellence with you every day as we make history and continue to uplift the voices in our city. Join us for the journey at the new 1017 The Truth, founded by American Family Insurance. Milwaukee Black Talk.
The Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra pays tribute to American music icon George Gershwin when its pop season opens on October 6th at the Bradley Symphony Center. The orchestra welcomes the return of its long-standing jazz partner, the Marcus Roberts Trio, for these concerts. They'll be joined by award-winning vocalist Tashiana Lady Mae Mayfield for such audience favorites as Wonderful, Fascinating Rhythm, and more. Plus, you'll also hear highlights from Porgy and Bess, and the trio will join the MSO on stage for what promises to be an unforgettable rendition of the Rhapsody in Blue. It's a Gershwin celebration with the Marcus Roberts Trio, October 6th through the 8th at the Bradley Symphony Center. Visit mso.org for tickets or call the box office now at 414-291-7605.
Sharpen your investment and retirement strategy at the Annex Wealth Management Navigating the Markets presentation. What are the headwinds for portfolios in excess of $1 million? Will the long-awaited recession actually happen? And what can you do to calibrate your portfolio? Navigating the Markets takes place October 5th at the Sharon Lynn Wilson Center for the Arts in Brookfield. This premier event is open to everyone. Complete details and sign up at annexwealth.com/events. The American economy is at a critical juncture. What's next? Join us for Navigating the Markets from Annex Wealth Management.
Truth Nation, are you ready to become the best business leader you know you can be? Forever Media, a Black-owned leading media company, proudly presents Lead the Movement Business Conference. This premier event, hosted on September 29th, 2023 at the iconic Henry Meyer Festival Park, aims to equip attendees with the tools and knowledge to lead effectively, innovate talent acquisition, elevate their brand, and champion diversity and inclusivity. So it's time to level up. To learn more and purchase tickets, visit ltmconference.com.
Get your tickets now for the night of the year, Greater Milwaukee Urban League's Black and White Ball on November 4th. The ball sells out every year, so get tickets and sponsorships while they're available. Your ticket supports the work of Greater Milwaukee Urban League to empower communities and change lives. The ball's special entertainer this year is legendary Grammy Award-winning Patrice Rushen. Get your tickets now for the best night of the year at the Greater Milwaukee Urban League's Black and White Ball by visiting tmul.org. That's tmul.org.
More of The Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Go against the grain, man, you know a nigga lame. Cartier frames, I can see a nigga brain. Cartier bracelet, it matching with the chain. Dirt up on my name, and you should be shamed. Knock off a boost when I'm throwing up game. Diamonds fruit loose when it's watching this plane. My dog got the juice and no smoking propane. I'm gunning, I'm run to the money. Hussein, who talking, who telling, who saying? I'm selling prescription cocaine.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show, DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Truth Nation, it's time to elevate and level up your business skills at Forever Media Lead the Movement Conference. This conference will teach you how to effectively innovate talent acquisition, elevate your brand, and champion diversity and inclusivity. Lead the Movement Conference will be held on September 29th from 8 to 3:30 p.m. at Henry Meyer Festival Park. For more information, visit ltmconference.com. And since we want to help you elevate your brand, we will be giving away 2 tickets to attend the conference this Friday. Be caller number 10 right now. Call now, 833-212-1017 for your chance to win tickets to attend the Forever Media Lead the Movement Conference this Friday at Henry Meyer Festival Park. Hey, build your business up. Hey, look, I'm telling you right now, we're going to give 2 tickets to the Lead the Movement Conference, September 29th. Hey, it's this Friday. Call in. Get your business where it need to be. Hey, look, we've been talking about this grant, I guess, this $3 million grant for the homeless youth. And an estimate 5,000 young people experience homelessness in Milwaukee each year, according to Pathfinders. Okay, so that's a lot of youth that's out here homeless, and they got $3 million to try to resolve it. I guess they say who better to know how to tackle the problem than those who have lived it. But I'm saying, do they understand what's going on? Hey, we got Ope on the lines. Ope, you on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Well, we are in a society that thinks that the younger ones have answers to everything. Like the younger ones can decide, can do whatever they want because it's their life. That is the image portrayed in this part of this world. Forgetting that these younger ones, most of them does not even have any candid experience about what life is all about. Most of them are still living under their parents before they become homeless. So my point is that adults, responsible adults, parents need to be more responsible to teach these kids of how life is all about. Okay, they were given $3 million now, and they were told, okay, you, the homeless kids or young adults, tell us how you want to spend this money. And there's an uproar in the society. I think it's a punishment to tell them or to tell us how that money is about to be used. For me, I think that's a great move. Now, let's see if these kids that we, the society, thinks they know everything, can tell us how they're going to spend the money. Thank you for giving me 1 year, and have a nice day, Tory.
All right, Ope. Hey, I mean, this is serious. We started off the show talking about the mistreatment of the elders in our community. I mean, we was talking yesterday about the Milwaukee Housing Authority and how they got to come to the front of the congregation about what's going on with the elders in our communities in these city-owned buildings. Okay? So now we got a story today with the youth, and it's a homeless issue with the youth, and they're saying that they're going to give $3 million, a federal grant, with a stipulation that the youth have to conduct how to tackle the homeless situation with the youth. I'm trying to figure out, okay, are their minds developed to the point where they understand the massive responsibility of handling the homeless idea? Because there's some adults, some elected officials that don't even know what to do. So is this something that they're doing to, just justify, bringing in this grant money, or will it produce a real result? And many times we know that when money come into the community, when it comes to violence, when it comes to nonprofits, these mission statements, many times these become just incomes with no outcome, okay? And this is the truth. You know why a lot of these nonprofit people don't like me? Because they feeling guilty, because if they was pulling results, you can come on the Tory Lowe show and tell the results, and I'll let you come. I'll let plenty of people come up here and talk about what they're trying to do to improve our neighborhoods. But you know what? You know why they mad? Why they feeling funny? Because I'm messing with their money. I'm telling the truth about what they're doing, and they have nothing to show for it. But they got chicken sandwiches, they got cars, they got their mortgage paid, or they got their rent paid. That's the result. You know what I mean? Because if you would have had some real results, you would have came knocking on the window outside of the Tory Lowe show, and we would have let you in. How many people we didn't let in to come on air that
talking about like last minute,
just
popping up
hey,
all
look,
the time.
I got information for the community. This is something that we're doing. We're trying to get this done. X, Y, and Z. So you have no excuse. If what I'm saying ain't right, you can come up here and talk about it. Okay, but that's why it's crickets. It's cricket. This is a platform where anybody have the ability to talk and say how they feel about it from their perspective, long as they ain't talking out the side of their neck. And we all know when they start talking out the side of their neck, Truth Nation. We didn't heard it before. You know, kind of like Joe Biden.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Hey, look, I'm going to tell you this, Truth Nation. We got to start making sure that we bring the checks and the balances. And many times I'm pushed for audits on these organizations because we're getting the taxpayers' dollars to come in. That's something that I've seen, a flood of money. But where's the money actually going? Where the money going? Okay? Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to open up the lines. We're going to have more conversations, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Truth Nation, Dr. Ken Harris here, and I'm excited about the Truth Partnership with Versity. There is a serious need for blood donations in the Black community, and Versity wants to bring awareness to this because it's their mission to improve patient outcomes, advance the field of personalized medicine, and strengthen the health of communities everywhere. This is why you should tune in every month when a representative from Versity joins the Truth to share about what they're doing to make a difference in our community.
Truth Nation, I need you to tune in this Saturday at 11 a.m. for another episode of More Than a Movement powered by Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin. I'll be joined by Sarah Noble of the Be Noble Group and Sierra Kaler-Jones, Executive Director of Rethinking Schools, the nation's leading publisher for racial and social justice and education. So we'll be talking about education, critical race theory, and reproductive justice. So make sure you tune in this Saturday at 11 a.m. for More Than a Movement powered by Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
All right, folks, let's get started. Parents, thanks for coming. As many of you know, I'm Coach Mather. Tonight I want to talk about the season, of which I only have one expectation, that everybody gets stronger. When I say get stronger, I'm not referring solely to physical strength. Sure, we'll be in the weight room, we'll be running stairs, but we're also going to focus on developing mental toughness and grit. Because those are the characteristics that allow us to achieve greatness both on and off the court. So how do we develop those things? By getting comfortable with a challenge, by cultivating the confidence necessary to overcome adversity in all forms. That's why I coach. That's my purpose. Every member of this team can lean on me, and I'll teach them how they can lean on themselves and each other.
This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. My training helps me at work when I lead by example. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard, aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer. Our policy is to provide equal opportunity employment, development, and advancement to all current and potential teammates. If you are an organization that maintains a job bank, provides employment information, or gives job referrals, you may request to be placed on the station's mailing list for future career opportunities. To learn more about careers at Good Karma Brands, please email careers@goodkarmabrands.com.
We are the home of Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
We need each other.
That's facts.
I need my sisters. I need my brothers out here.
A coward dies 1,000 deaths, and for all the bootlickers, may you die 1,001.
The place for the realest conversations.
Tory Lowe, want all the action? Or you want all the smoke? Oh, I'm with all that smoke too, man.
I didn't see Ron Johnson. He trash. Chisholm is trash. How the hell you here to help us and your kids are dying in the street?
I understand that this is Milwaukee and everyone believes that if someone say something, it's snitching. It's not.
I don't care if it's the pastor. If you see the pastor ain't acting right, you check that fool. Where's the results?
Talking topics that need to be highlighted and discussed in our communities.
Would you trade places with a black person?
Sure, no, I would not.
Have you ever said the N-word? Come on, be the truth. We on the truth.
Unfiltered and unfazed. This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth and The Truth app.
The reason I believe the racism is getting worse is because whites know that they will be outnumbered in about 20, 21 years. They're going to be outnumbered.
Hey, Tory, man. How are you doing, brother? I'm actually from India. We brown people can totally relate with you. Sometimes it's like, did that just happen to me?
We have to not let the government mind us either.
That cop ain't never been brought to the public because he ain't normal, and he may not even exist no more.
Say no more. Release the video.
You know, you keep on doing what you're doing, man. You're going to take over this talk radio, man. Just keep on focusing on what you're focusing on. I wish you a lot of love.
God bless you, brother.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio in Milwaukee, here is Tory Lowe.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me this third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. Hey, look. There's a lot going on. I'm trying to get this story. Sometimes I try to find these stories and it's weird because there's a story that I've been trying to just look into, and it's sad because every time I read a story like this, you know, it makes me, you know, think that Florida got to be a crazy place. Hold on, let me get this one up. Give me 2 seconds to refresh this article. A 13-foot alligator in Florida was spotted with human remains in his mouth, and this young man saw this alligator in some type of pond or something, and he saw that the alligator had a body in the mouth, you know, near 134th and North Avenue in Largo, Florida. DJ Brother Z, let's listen to see what took place.
See one like out here. I thought those would be like in swamps and all that, but like it was a big gator out here in our water.
Jamarcus Bullard says he pulled out his phone and hit record after seeing a large alligator and human remains in this Pinellas County canal.
I threw a rock at the gator just to see if it was like really a gator, and like it was, and it pulled the body, like it was holding on to the lower part of the torso and just pulled it under the water.
From there, Bullard says he ran to the nearby Largo Fire Station. The Pinellas County Sheriff's Office shut this road down for hours as they searched the water. Bullard says the gator showed off its might as deputies and FWC tried to capture it.
They put a rope around his neck and then put it on a pulley of a truck, and then they reeling in, but it was starting to pull the truck in the water. So the guy, they were like, yeah, we just got to get it out a different way. And they got like this long stick thing and like pulled the head out of the water, and then they shot it. And then once they reeled it all the way out, they stretched it out and measured it, and it told us it was 13 feet long. Then they shot it again.
Deputies say the gator was 13 feet and 8.5 inches long to be exact. Neighbors are now on edge after this gruesome discovery.
My kids walk by there all the time, so it's really scary.
Bullard says he plans to be more vigilant when walking by this waterway.
I walk this way from work and there and back, and I always look both ways just in case like an alligator or something like that.
Wow. That got to be traumatizing. You know, you walking down the street, all of a sudden you see this alligator in the water, and you see that it may have chewed on a human. And, you know, I'll tell you this, the trauma, you know, sometimes when we talk about what's going on in Florida, a lot of y'all want to move to Florida because it's hot. But you know what I learned about hot weather places? They come with their own stuff. You know, we got issues right here in the city of Milwaukee, but if you go to them hot townships, you know, where at least when it snow, things slow down. But you go somewhere where it's hot, they show you on TV the beach and the nice weather, but if an alligator or a lizard crawl up your leg, hey, I can only go visit. These places, DJ Brother Z. I don't think I like, you know why I like Wisconsin? Because in the wintertime, things got to slow down. It's hard to move around with 3 foot of snow outside, right? So we got a couple months where things just got to slow down. Things start going away. It's cold, but a lot of the, you know, the things in the hot area like the lizards and the snakes and the alligators and stuff, we don't get all of that. Hey, salute to my Wisconsinites. You know what I mean? We got our advantages. But there's also something I want to talk about that's going on in Philadelphia. And I thought this was crazy, Truth Nation. They saying a Philadelphia cheesesteak shop hires armed guards to protect the customers. Damn. For a Philly cheesesteak, they had to get armed guards over a sandwich. Let's listen.
Authentic sandwiches and armed security. One restaurant is creating a different type of dining experience to keep customers safe as concerns of crime and violence plague the city.
The original Jim's Steaks in West Philadelphia making a comeback, reopening under the name Jim's West. The additional security measures, part of the restaurant's new identity, all to match the new reality.
It's Friday night. I'm Shari Williams alongside Gray Hall. The big story on Action News tonight is heavy security guarding the food line outside of Jim's West.
There have been lines around the block since the location reopened. People saying they are excited about these cheesesteaks, but when it comes to the security with those rifles, the reaction mixed about this.
Yeah, Action News reporter Brianna Smith now joining us live with what people are saying about what they saw while waiting for their cheesesteaks.
Well, Shari and Gray, some customers say they appreciate the armed agents to keep them safe when they are out and just trying to eat. However, others argue it's alarming to see an AR-15.
I'm so excited. The food has always been good.
In my opinion, the best cheesesteak in town.
Residents are thrilled the original Jim's West Steaks in West Philadelphia is back in business.
Thank you.
But this time, customers can expect to see armed agents out front.
The violence has spiked. It goes up and down. You want people to feel safe and to be safe, you know, so when they come out and eat, they don't have to worry about no type of harm.
Our lines are down the block, so while you standing here in line, connecting with other people that you may not know, we got security right here just to keep you guys safe.
The owners hope their presence prevents crimes.
It's not just myself. It usually be other agents who's sworn and certified through the state of Pennsylvania to do security work when they're off duty from doing what they're doing. All of us are former military, police, law enforcement background.
Other business owners have hired armed agents too, including the Carco gas station in North Philadelphia.
As a business, if you want to secure your business and you want to make sure everybody's safe, you got to spend that extra money.
While some customers support the enhanced security,
safety and good food is always a plus.
If it deters it, I can't complain, I guess. But, you know, I'm not exactly a big fan of guns, but I get it.
Others think it's not necessary outside of Jim's West.
Now, North Philly, where that gas station is, where the guys out there with a machine gun, I can understand that. But here, it's a little overkill. Even if you just had an armed guard, okay, but just walking around with a machine gun, it's not family friendly. I'm here to protect you. I'm not here to, you know, cause any trouble or be that guy with the rifle.
All right. Hey, okay, hold on. What? What kind of sandwich is this that you got to have an armed guard with a machine gun to guard the sandwich? This is mind-boggling. This is mind-boggling. All right, so who's coming in there to eat the sandwich? Maybe they got a high clientele. Like maybe football players and everybody from Philadelphia come through and they want them to feel safe. So they got the armed guard. Maybe that the sandwich might be that good. That it want to make you slap your mama. I don't know. It just seems too extreme. But I'm looking online and I see people saying I fully support this. It's sad it's having to happen, but props to the owner for actually caring. Do you feel, if you was eating at a place and they had an armed security guard with a rifle protecting, the Philly cheesesteak place or whatever food, would you feel comfortable?
It would take me some getting used to.
You would think, okay.
I would be very uncomfortable at first.
All I'm saying is this what we coming to? Is it crime that bad? I also read somebody that commented about the Philly cheesesteak place. They said, having been robbed in Philly myself, I can tell you this security is needed and appreciated. Hey, they just want to sit down. So you telling me you can't sit down and have a decent meal? I mean, has it come to this in 2023?
If it's that bad, then I guess you got to do what you got to do.
833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. Is public safety that bad now? We had a woman call in at the top of the hour to have a discussion on public safety and violence and crime right here in Milwaukee and wanted the mayor to set up a forum where he can discuss it, wanted me to come to it. Hey, is it that bad now? That in order to enjoy a decent meal, people feel comfortable with armed guards. I see another comment. Somebody commenting on the armed guard being at the Philly cheese sandwich place. They said that this is insane. Not the armed security, the fact that the business needs this to ensure safety only in America. Only in America. We're going to head to the lines. Winky. You on the new 101.7 The Truth.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me, brother?
Yeah, I can hear you, Brother Wink.
Okay, listen. That's nothing new. We had the same thing going on over at a clothing store called Icon on 16th and Greenfield on the corner. This little boy had a banana clip, a machine gun, man. I'm talking about something that's going to clap, 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 clap. Okay.
Watching the store?
Watching the store. Working in the store.
Wow.
But you have to realize the clientele that they magnify. I mean, that they magnetize towards, because certain people that come there, but still, that's not a cool thing to do. That brings you back to the accident. Well, not the accident, but the situation that happened over
at the gas station, where the young man got shot over the Little Debbie snack cake, or the snack cakes.
That didn't actually get shot direct. Got shot in back of the head.
Right.
That means that was personal. Like, dude probably said, "Get out of my face," and walked out the thing. So dude became angry. That's like shooting a person in the face, man, and you talking and you shoot him in the face. That's a personal act. That's like, shut up. You know what I'm saying? That's a personal move. He shot that boy in the back of the head. That was that was kind of personal. Now, Icon had the same thing going on. A lot of these people that run these places are not qualified. I mean, not legally eligible to own a firearm in our country. So what they do is they hire an armed guard. If you are a felon in this community, any community across America, you're not legally able to have a firearm.
Right.
So what they're going to recommend you do to protect your business, you're going to say, I can't protect my business. Also, the felon ain't got no right. I can't protect you. They're going to say, hey, listen, what you have to do is hire an armed security. Now, if you hire that armed security, make sure he's legal. But I think a banana clip or machine gun is overkill, overstatement. Because even if you shoot your target or shoot at your target and it goes into a house across the street, that's reckless endangerment. If you shoot, and you can even shoot through a person, and the bullet go through and hit somebody's house and go in there, that is grounds for reckless endangerment. So, you know, it's a lot that goes on with this stuff, my man. Right. I mean, and this is for real. Listen, I'll tell you, I had called yesterday about a topic that you was dealing with, and I don't want to divert back into that or digress into that, but it was really hot. And but I just wanted to comment about that. I think that's an overkill. And what we need to do, Tory Lowe, we need to cramp down on the Pooh Shiesty mask. The sniper's mask. I'm wondering, are these people that are being charged with crimes, are they being charged with the also enhancement of a mask? When I was a kid, if you got caught in a crime with a mask, that was automatically 5-year enhancement, man, on to whatever. Are they pleading that out now? If you just plead guilty to the crime, we'll take away the enhancement.
Well, you know, during COVID, they told everybody to wear a mask.
Man, they didn't know what they was getting themselves into. Because now, see, until it really affect white folk and the lawmakers, which is black as well. We got some black demons down there, boy. We can't keep talking about white. There's some black demons down there. Listen, until it affects them, with the boy with the mask, come up to the gas pump and ask them for their wallet, ask them for their purse, ask them for their car, it doesn't really apply to them. But the man with the mask, with the long stick hanging out, you understand me, his tool, you understand, he got an extra long stick hanging out his tool. That's crazy, man.
All right. Somebody said, don't talk about the armed guards, but talk about the actions that led to that decision. These kids are out of hand, and everyone is quiet about it. Opie on the talk to text lines. Hey, look, when we come back, we got Wesley on the lines. We got Al on the lines. We're going to hear what they got to say when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Coming with straight truth.
Because they're thriving off of the lack of knowledge. But it's a new day. And a lot of y'all don't understand that a lot of things that we understand to be true was socially engineered. Somebody sat back in a room and was like, hey, what if we get them to do this? You know what I mean? And they had a lot of money. All I'm saying is they want us to stay bots.
Catch the Tory Lowe Show every weekday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Are you or anyone you know looking for a new job opportunity? Attend the City of Milwaukee Job Fair on Thursday, September 28th from noon to 4 p.m. at one of the 3 convenient locations. Location 1 on the north side at New Hope Missionary Baptist Church, located at 2433 West Roosevelt Drive. Location 2 on the south side at Basilica of St. Josephat, located at 2333 South 6th Street. In location 3 on the northwest side at Ross Innovative, located at 7800 West Brown Deer Road. Brought to you by Milwaukee Council President Jose Perez and council members Andrea Pratt and Larissa Taylor. 3 locations, 1 mission, helping you take your next step towards employment. Sponsored by Milwaukee Common Council, Direct Connect Milwaukee, Northwest Side CDC, State Department of Workforce Development, UMOS, Ross Innovative Employment Solutions, Employ Milwaukee, Milwaukee Urban League, Fathers Making Progress, Goodwill Industries of Southeast Wisconsin, Office of Violence Prevention, Maximus, Milwaukee Public Schools, and the City of Milwaukee.
When you open an Educators Credit Union checking account, you can say goodbye to surprise fees and hello to a whole lot of perks. Enjoy rewards, cash back, discounts, and card customization with their convenient digital services and nationwide network of over 60,000 fee-free ATMs. You can always access your account anytime, anywhere. Join Educators Credit Union today and take advantage of all the benefits that come with a checking account. Get started at ECU.com, federally federally insured by NCUA.
Who makes insurance simple? That's easy. Delta Dental of Wisconsin. So if you ask, what company encourages you to use your benefits for regular preventive care? Or who provides quick service online or by phone? Which insurance offers access to the largest provider networks? Or who helps you save money when you need more than a checkup? The answer's the same. Definitely Delta Dental. For dental and vision insurance made simple, choose Delta Dental of Wisconsin and Delta Vision today.
Friday Night Lights now officially lives here. 1017 The Truth is the proud home of Marquette Hilltoppers football. Tune in this Friday night as the Hilltoppers hit the road to take on the West Allis Central Bulldogs. The football action kicks off at 7 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Marquette Hilltoppers football is presented by Gruber Law Offices and sponsored by Capital Insurance Agency, Magic Productions, Annex Wealth Management, C.G. Schmidt, Left's Lucky Town, Liberty Engineering, and Marquette University High School. It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Hey, big bad wood, we can smoke a Ford. Like I do, can't afford. Had a bad before Sierra, I trapped off the drawer. You get hit with FN, then it's
Truth Nation. I'll be representing 1017 The Truth with Melanie Ricks while competing in speed croquet at the Penfield Children's Center croquet match. Penfield Children's Center is a local nonprofit organization providing early intervention services and family services for children with developmental delays and disabilities. Come out to watch and support your boy Tory Lowe and Melanie Ricks as we beat the 620 WTMJ team on Wednesday, September 27th at Estabrook Park, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Hey, look, like I said, I'm going to be out there with that croquet. It all benefit children with developmental delays and disabilities at Penfield Children's Center. Hey, I'm excited to do that. Also, The Truth is now the home of Marquette University High School football. The Marquette Hilltoppers hit the gridiron again this Friday as they take on the West Allis Central Bulldogs. Kickoff is set for 7 p.m. High school sports on the 1017 The Truth is presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. Hey, look, we've been talking about this situation in Philadelphia with the armed guard protecting the Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. That must be a hell of a sandwich. It must be a lot of people coming through there, a lot of people probably from all walks of life, and they saying, hey, look, we got this armed guard with the machine gun rifle to protect you while you enjoy this sandwich. We're going to head to the lines. Wesley, you're on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Good morning. Good afternoon, Mr. Lowe. I guess before I get into my answer on that is on tomorrow's game, who do I give the money to bet on you guys winning? Is there somebody collecting it?
I guess you got to go to the Estabrook Park. We're going to be at the beer garden.
Yeah, the beer garden. Okay, gotcha.
It's going to be a rock and roll time.
I believe so. The beer garden is fantastic over there, especially the waterfall down at the bottom of the river.
Oh, powerful.
But, yeah, on the topic of guns and eating at places, getting robbed at Speed Queen isn't fun. Getting robbed at Kilbourne Street Market when you're trying to get your smothered pork chops isn't fun.
Did you get? Have you been robbed?
Guards there. Yeah, it happened. No, I mean, it does happen. This is Milwaukee, so it's nothing new. Okay. No, none of us are scared of guns. The bad thing is that people, they stopped carrying guns in their neighborhoods, and that led to the bad guys carrying more guns, and more people just need to do it. I'm here on the south side, and everybody has guns at all times, and that's probably why our neighborhoods are very safe.
Hold on, you got robbed at Speed Queen?
And Kilbourne Street Market.
Somebody say, hey, give me your Blizzard. Make it Oreo. Make it
No,
Oreo.
Speed Queen, the barbecue.
Oh,
place,
Speed
on
Queen.
Walnut.
Not Dairy Queen.
Yeah,
okay,
for my
that's
rib
about
tips.
that.
For my ribs, Tim.
Oh, you talking about over there for
I mean,
12?
you can taste it.
12
Yeah, 12 Walnut.
Walnut. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
I mean, they do got a good barbecue. So, if I was broke, I probably would have robbed me too. But
that barbecue, they was after that barbecue sauce. Did they take the order?
It has.
Wow.
If you guys ever go to if you ever go out to like Bob and Rocco's gun show, everybody's walking around with guns. They sell food there. Nobody feels threatened because everybody's walking around with guns. There's ammos and bazookas and grenades and stuff. Nobody cares. In fact, you feel a little bit safer because at least you can see who has the gun. It's when you can't see who has the gun that makes it more scary.
Right. Okay, so you saying when they masked up, you don't like that?
Well, yeah. When people conceal carry, it's tough to know.
Hey, during COVID,
people
was wearing the medical mask and they was robbing people.
Well, yeah, it happens. But for me personally, though, yes. If everywhere you want to go out to eat has an armed guard in there, I'm always more satisfied with an innocent civilian trying to help others, because we can't count on the government or the police to get there in enough time. I'd rather an innocent person shoot past me trying to end a bad guy rather than just nobody there with a gun. And
so you're saying if they shoot and then they hit the bad guy, but they end up hitting you, you ain't going to sue the establishment?
No, of course not. Why would I do that? They're trying to help.
Hey, all right. Until you get that one call, that's all. Hey. Bruh. All right, Wesley. Hey, I appreciate you for tapping in. Al, you on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Well, first of all, that don't make no sense that you got to go. So I'm not sitting down eating nowhere nobody walking around with a machine gun.
Yeah, like that's just a lot.
When you go to the suburbs, ain't nobody walking around with no machine gun. But here's the kicker: whether you got on a surgical mask or a ski mask, y'all walking around with all them guns, you ain't gonna shoot them police officers when they kill your kinfolk. You ain't gonna do that. Hey. You scared of that wrath, but you put them guns on your own people, but you won't use those guns to protect them. And furthermore, what the hell is going on in your household that your 13 and 14 and 15-year-olds is walking out the house with guns and clips? You don't got no money to bail him out.
Right.
So who's running your household? Because ain't no CPS running no household. God don't even run my damn household. But you going to let your kids walk out the house with a pistol. And then when this little black ass get up in trouble, oh, you got to do a GoFundMe. You parents is the root of the problem. See, everybody can lay in the bed, suck cock, get beat down.
Oh, wow.
But can't nobody raise their last name. But then when their kids get out here and get in the streets and get into trouble, oh, I need help. You should have had that help when you should have swallowed it at birth.
Oh, wow, Al, hey. Hey, Al, we had to cut the, hey. Wow. Ooh, hey. On that note, when we come back, we gonna be joined on the lines by Justice Wisconsin advocate and author Elizabeth Brown. Truth Nation. Stay like that right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This Brewers Top Moment is presented by Network Health.
April 16th, 2023, while leading San Diego by just one run, Milwaukee called on closer Devin Williams to come on in the bottom of the ninth. With 2 outs and facing off with his former teammate Trent Grisham, Williams was looking to help secure a road victory for the Brewers.
Calm and collected, the pitch. And it's a called third strike! Devin Williams!
This Brewers Top Moment is presented by Network Health.
Hi, I'm John McGivern. If you're looking for a Medicare plan with freedom and flexibility, choose a Network Health Medicare Advantage plan. Plans start as low as $0 a month with $0 doctor visits and $0 prescription drugs, plus vision, hearing, and dental benefits. For 40 years, Network Health has been a trusted expert in making health insurance affordable and understandable. Don't wait. Call 833-7-NETWORK today.
Sharpen your investment and retirement strategy at the Annex Wealth Management Navigating the Markets presentation. What are the headwinds for portfolios in excess of $1 million? Will the long-awaited recession actually happen? And what can you do to calibrate your portfolio? Navigating the Markets takes place October 5th at the Sharon Lynn Wilson Center for the Arts in Brookfield. This premier event is open to everyone. Complete details and sign up at annexwealth.com/events. The American economy is at a critical juncture. What's next? Join us for Navigating the Markets from Annex Wealth Management.
Family needing a getaway? Chula Vista Resort in Wisconsin Dells has everything you want right on the Wisconsin River. Splash into new surrealistic water park fun with Rainbow Rapids. Try new dual zipline racing at Chula's Aerial Adventure Park. New thrills like the towering 200-foot bungee ejection ride, plus $20 million in lodging renovations, 18 holes of challenging golf, all on site. Check it all out at chulavistaresort.com.
Truth Nation, it is Denise Thomas.
And Telly Hughes.
From Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. And guess what?
What is that, DT?
Our Truth fans can now watch and stream us live every day, Telly.
Wait a minute, Denise. Let me make sure I got this thing right. Our amazing and incredible Truth fans can go to 1017thetruth.com, click the Watch Live link, and watch me and you do our thing live from YouTube and Twitter every morning?
Yes, Telly, that is exactly right. So now they can watch you almost lose your black card every Friday during our Truth Telling Hit segment.
Come on now. You know I'm never losing my black card. But Truth Nation, you gotta tune into all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows, as you can not only listen live on the app, but you can also stream us live all day, every day by going to 1017thetruth.com and clicking the Watch Live link.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. The Black Executive CMO Alliance is a group of black marketing executives who want to elevate each other and make a pathway for more diverse leaders. It launched the Becca Playbook, a 2-year program designed to help jumpstart careers for black talent. Anton Vincent is president of Mars Wrigley North America and a founding member of Becca. He told me the Becca Playbook is just one example of how the group is helping to create a talent pipeline.
The basic concept is to pay it forward, to take the connective knowledge and insight and influence and power and point it towards the next generation. You know, we try to provide a very structured, super high quality experience that is built around engagement and built around learning and built around access.
The Becca Playbook is one way for current black leaders to hold the door open for future black leaders. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I'm thugging, I'm still in the street. If he run up, I out in the league, clean the Glock and repeat. Get hot, throw that in the creek, hit the spot, it's 100 a piece. I went flawless, my teeth diamond, but it wet as the same. That boy dumb in the if he reach, I'ma go to the D. Let's be real, Stevie wanted to see that I'm having it, then I'm flipping.
Tune in to The Truth Saturday at 11 a.m. for another episode of More Than a Movement, powered by Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin. Carrie Noni will be joined by Sierra Kyler Jones, Executive Director of Rethinking Schools, and Sarah Noble of the Be Noble Group. They will have an in-depth conversation on education, critical race theory, and reproductive justice. Again, that's More Than a Movement, powered by Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin, this Saturday at 11 a.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Hey, joining me on the lines is Justice Wisconsin advocate and author Elizabeth Brown. How you doing, Queen?
Hey. Hey, King.
Hey.
Salute.
Hey, how you doing, Queen? Now, you sent me this article that said workers say cost of living is climbing faster than the pay. And when we always been talking about this, and many times when we talk about the cost of living and the things that are going on in our community, and we recently just got a tax increase, what does this say to people if over half of American workers say their salary just isn't enough to cover the living costs?
I mean, it says that if they said half, it's probably 90% that, it's truly happening to. One thing for sure and two for certain, we knew this post the pandemic, that Americans wasn't making ends meet. Matter of fact, we've been, especially Black Americans, we've been robbing Peter to pay Paul our whole existence. But now that there is no such thing as middle class, because like we talked about yesterday, when we've been misled to go in debt to get the degrees, to be the most educated, the last ones hired, the first ones fired, and even having the master's degrees and, being overly qualified for the majority of these jobs that we can't get. And then when we do get it, it's on demand that they can fire you or let you go, especially now that we dealing with the effects of after, the pandemic and the shots that was forced, that the shots was permanent because people are having issues due to that they had to have that to keep their jobs, those that were in the middle class. When we're talking about, the military, we're talking about, police, we're talking about individuals that was considered comfortable during that time. If they didn't take the shot, then they would be uncomfortable because they would no longer have a job. Now, probably have been fired due to their ailments or how many times they caught COVID when the shot told them that COVID, if they took the shot, that they wouldn't catch COVID, but now they're the only ones catching COVID. So the reality for me, it's been what it always has been. Now it's being recognized, and when it's recognized, we understand that it's bigger than what they're telling us what it is. And again, we're still being taxed because right before we got the extra sales tax, remember they were taxing us extra for the street lights. They boosted the amount we had to pay to keep our vehicles registered on top of the fact that you have to pay to park in front of your house. Okay?
Wow.
On top of, we just agreed a couple years ago to give more taxes to the schools that's failing as well, on top of, all of these other L's that we've been taking. So it's a reality check. It's the reality check that everybody that they call a conspiracy theorist is right now in 2023 the realist. That's what it adds up to me.
Hey, look, when we talk about, things that's going on around the country, and then we look right here in the city of Milwaukee, we it's kind of similar everywhere, but then you see things like the article about the Milwaukee homeless youth, $3 million grant. It carries a stipulation that the youth is supposed to come up with the solution for homelessness. and I mean, I'm just asking. I mean, what do you think about that?
Make it make sense. There was an article that just came out today that was stating that 7th grade high or middle schoolers are reading at a 4th grade level, and that over 70 to 80% of individuals in high school can't read above 4th grade. So you're going to tell me now that there's a grant to help homeless teens, who the homeless teens is telling you what it is that they need when there's homeless parents. So you skip over the homeless parents, the women, and you give this grant to the children. And then who you said is not feasible, they're not smarter than a 5th grader right now. Everybody reading below a 4th grade level, that they supposed to come up with the ideas on how not to be homeless when their parents are homeless. I mean, all of this is contradicting to me. It don't make sense.
You know, I'm just asking the questions because if they do get the homeless youth a place, right? And a job, do they carry the burden to house their whole family? You know?
I mean, but again, if the homeless youth go and do something, then you find their parent. Okay, so this is the same individuals who said that the social service would call me if my child don't go to school, and I could be held accountable for that, be sanctioned for it, or get a ticket. These are the same individuals that said my 5-year-old can tell me they can choose their own sex. Okay, but at the same time, if they commit a crime, then you come and looking at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this whole system is backwards. Okay, like don't none of it make sense. And this is what it means nothing to have them to give you information that's misinformation, because again, it's all the way backwards. How do you give that direction to the child when there's homeless women who have children and there's no funds or anything for them, but we're pushing out all of this money for the illegal immigrants who came here by breaking the law, and now taxpayers who are now homeless, who put into this tax system, tax money is being used to house those that decided to break the law and come here, and they're getting all the benefits.
And you know,
make it make sense.
And you know, like I said, and then at the top of the show, you know, a woman called in and said that she wanted the mayor to hold a discussion and explain, you know, what's going on with the high crime and the violence in the communities and things like that. And they want to have these meetings, but I say every time we have these meetings, all they do is overtalk the people, and then they have these organizations that don't come in with any results. It's getting worse, and then they have them put up a PowerPoint. You know what I mean? Like,
who are
I don't know. I don't even know if I want to hear anything, because, you know, I don't think that they have the answer.
What is there to hear when you're seeing it every day?
Right.
Matter of fact, the problems that we're talking about was post him being the mayor, when he was sitting at the head of the Uncommon Council. This is what we were speaking about on the Tory Lowe show before folks went and voted for him.
Right.
So what do you need to have a conversation about? Because a person can tell you all day. The action, what we living with, what we dealing with every day. This is a man who decided that he wanted to tackle reckless driving by taking city money and putting boulders on each street, while potholes are literally craters in the street. You could have used that and fixed the street, first of all. So now we got raggedy streets, and those of us that were trying to zoom around, now there's a boulder sitting there. They have no answers. He was resultless as an older person. His district, the problem with crime and everything else goes without saying, economics, jobs. He was the older person over Midtown. Ain't no businesses coming up in there. There's nothing being built in our communities, meaning there is no jobs, meaning that automatically is a breeding ground for crime.
Hey.
He noticed. So what are we talking about? What we want to have another meeting for? Milwaukee is the poster child for meetings, to have meetings with zero results and all the bootlickers getting paid.
And this is why I say
people continue to suffer.
And this is why I say we have to change some of the verbiage on what we want from these people. We want audits. We want this is taxpayers' money. We want to know where the money is going. We want to know whose pockets is getting laced.
Come on.
With this money, with our money, because it's definitely not hitting the street. The money ain't doing nothing in the streets. We know this. We see this. We can open up the windows and see this. You know, so if over $20 million was given out to organizations to fight against violence, okay, why are we not seeing the dent? You know what I mean?
That part.
And then they want to make an excuse. Now that they got the money, hold on. Now that they got the money, they're saying that the people need to solve it. The people need to rise up.
Go figure. Hey, matter of fact, that was the same thing that the police stated, that they can't figure out crimes without the community. Like they've been getting the majority of the budget, and they can't do it without the people's compliance. But at the same time, the people are being violated by the same individuals. On top of, we're talking about Cavalier Johnson again, who was grandfathered in as an older person, moved up in the ranks. You know what I'm saying? And right now, you want to have another meeting to do what?
Hey, look.
Another meeting?
Hey, look. I understand the concept of asking questions, asking all them questions.
Come on,
but I do not see that it's a meaningful thing. I think that we need to adjust the idea. Instead of sitting around asking questions, I think we need to get every nonprofit that got all the money
and audit
them and see where the money actually went.
Okay.
Then we'll get to the bottom of it that way. Then that way we ain't asking no questions.
Exactly.
We reading rights.
Correct.
We can read the rights from what's being reported.
All facts, because the heads need to roll on the individuals who keep giving to offers of violence and reaction, who keep giving to these nonprofit organizations who saying they making a difference while they on vacation and gave out 2 book bags. Because again, we not only got to follow the money, we got to follow the hands that issues the money, who keep giving it to failing institutions, who keep giving it to these individuals who have no results in the bag outside of them having a mission statement. Because this is the same thing that's happening with the housing authority. Nobody is answering to nobody.
Hey.
And the rats are still getting fat because they getting all the cheese.
And the elder called in the other day and said she had talked to Willie Hines Jr. and he
handled her rough.
He handled her rough.
Yes.
And she had a crack in her ceiling. Her
2 years.
House was coming off the foundation.
2 years.
And she said he handled her rough. You know what I mean?
So what you gonna talk about?
So what's really going on? And how much money do he make from his position off of taxpayers' money?
Hey, Truth Nation, find out how much Willie Hines made, and then we want to run it back because again, we had talked about the director over the schools. You know what I'm saying? And how much he made, and how the schools are failing. So these individuals are continuing to make top dollar under a failing mind frame.
Hey.
Everything is failing, but everybody's still getting paid. It's a problem.
Hey, I got some talk to text. They say, what you talking about, 1017 The Truth? I'm Cavalier Johnson. They got a picture of Arnold on the line. Cavalier, what you talking about, Willis Johnson?
That part. Run it back. That's exactly who he is. Because what is he talking about? He ain't talking about nothing. Y'all done elected him, and now he comfortable, you know. But it's time to make everybody uncomfortable. It's time to hold everybody accountable because, again, those of us who work the most, that put in the taxes, we don't get a break.
Hey, look.
We're not getting a break. They don't give a damn about that.
Hey, look. Somebody done chimed in. Will you guys make $250,000 a year? I don't know what that is. You got to write that again, 8555. I don't know. I thought he was trying to tell what the salary was, but when we come back, Elizabeth Brown, I want to get your final thoughts on the show today as usual. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Here at the new 1017 The Truth, we aim to be a staple in Milwaukee's Black community. We are committed to partnering with local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. We are proud to call Milwaukee our city and promise to be a positive reflection of our community. We look forward to celebrating Black culture and excellence with you every day as we make history and continue to uplift the voices in our city. Join us for the journey at the new 1017 The Truth, founded by American Family Insurance. Milwaukee Black Talk. Join Milwaukee Academy of Science at its 8th annual Night with the Novas Gala on Friday, October 20th from 5 to 9 p.m. at Discovery World. Enjoy the silent and live auctions, amazing food, and prizes. This is another event of the fall season. Are you interested in attending this remarkable event? Well, visit their website at MilwaukeeAcademyOfScience.org or contact Uniqua Adams at uadams@mascience.org for tickets. Milwaukee Academy of Science is a Milwaukee charter school that strives for equity, learning, and excellence in STEM education.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Telly Hughes with his truth.
My mom used to always tell me, be careful of the company you keep. My interpretation of that message was, don't hang out around bad people doing bad things. When my thoughts became a little more sophisticated, I realized it was her way of making me understand the power of influence others can have on your decisions. No matter the distance perception might be from reality, you are or will become who you hang around. Benefit by surrounding yourself with like-minded people or mentors you can see yourself becoming and use their journey as a blueprint. That's why you don't see eagles hanging with pigeons, because they don't have the same goals or aspirations. Words are just words when you don't understand or practice the meaning. So I had to turn to one of my favorite books. That's right, sounds nerdy, but I went to the old dictionary to look up the word company. One of the definitions of company is the fact or condition of being with another or others, especially in a way that provides friendship and enjoyment. In addition to that definition, keep in mind the company you keep is a choice. The company you keep can propel you to great heights or rob you of all your hopes and dreams based on your association or who is championing you. Don't be afraid to stand up and stand out for the right reasons, even if that means having to do it alone, because sooner or later, others will understand.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth Be Told with DT and Telly weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Shorty up, sipping on that 1942. I got my 42. Oh, you got your 42. I got 40 of them. I rock Cardi's, you can't see my eyes cause I be pouring up. I've been around with choppers.
This is the last week to sign up for the Black-owned business give back. If you want to win $6,000 worth of free commercial advertising on The Truth for 3 months, we're going to be giving out $6,000. Go to blackbusinessgiveback.com right now. Again, that's free advertisement for your business to market itself, valued at $6,000. Don't miss out on this great opportunity. Go to blackbusinessgiveback.com right now. Sign up today for official rules. Head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank, member FDIC. Joining me on the lines, Elizabeth Brown. I want to get your final thoughts.
I mean, as always, King, prevalent conversations. Even those individuals that are asking, Truth Nation, I just want you to know that we're in the season of action. And I understand that a lot of us have been busy working action just for our individual lives, but it's time for us to put action into our group lives, how we're living as a group. Individually, it's clearly not working because we're all still suffering. This is a season about action. And those that are just asking for conversations to be had is a clear depiction that you have not put in work for the group. Because if you put in work, you're not going to settle for a conversation. We above and beyond conversations. We need action. And ain't no better time than the present. It's time for us to build what we want. It's time for us to move out what no longer serves us. Death have to happen of the old for the rebirth of the new. And it's about that time. There ain't no better time than the present to hold individuals accountable. Call for audits. We need it. Not tomorrow.
Yesterday. Hey. Look, we got to change our conversation and get a different outcome. If you got a problem with something, find out who getting the money and give it an audit, and then read these people their rights. Hey.
All right. And before even they give an audit, you find out the information, you bring it to Truth Nation. Once we put it in the air, it's a frequency.
Right. Hey, they said, somebody said Willie Hines make $250,000 on the Talk to Text line.
See what I'm saying? Like a fat rat.
Hey, he getting paid a lot to handle these elderly people rough.
Mishandle.
Man.
Mishandle.
I helped them for free. If you'd have gave me that money, I'd have been down there washing feet. I would have helped them and wash their feet afterwards.
Hey,
all right.
It's time for us to call them out and get them out. Let's get it, King.
All right, Queen. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for being on the front line. All right, DJ Brother Z.
All right, Tory, look forward to the phone. Let's get it.
All right, Truth Nation. I appreciate y'all for tapping into the show today. Hey, look, we got a lot of work to do. As usual, look, join me tomorrow for another powerful conversation. Be safe. Dr. Ken Harris up next.
Truth Nation, Dr. Ken Harris here, and I'm excited about the Truth Partnership with Versity. There is a serious need for blood donations in the Black community, and Versity wants to bring awareness to this because it's their mission to improve patient outcomes, advance the field of personalized medicine, and strengthen the health of communities everywhere. This is why you should tune in every month